All right, welcome back. This is not session 65. What session is this? I've already screwed it up.
66.
Ah! Welcome to session 66, everyone. We were chit-chatting beforehand about uh, our past adventures. Anyhow, welcome to session 66 of Shard Hunters. We are in a group of adventurers in a little homebrew campaign trying to stay alive, trying to research the. We have giant titans and eldritch horrors and gods and all kinds of things going on. There's a plague, cultists. Whew. Somehow we have not died yet. So we're going to move on to a little recap. So I'm going to turn it over to no one because Hatala did not want to try to remember what happened 2 weeks ago. Honestly, there was like probably 5 episodes worth of information that happened. I'm going to sum it up nice and succinctly. So I'm going to grab my cup of tea real quick. All right, something simple. Let's see. We started off at the gatehouse from the previous section. We journeyed into the country of Orm, a desert of Orm, which is not really a desert. We came to find out. Um, but we journeyed to the first town. The first town avoided some flesh golem, but we ran into the mayor of the town who ended up being some kind of flesh amalgamation kind of thing where it had body parts were coming onto it, but it wasn't a flesh golem. This was some kind of weird thing going on with him. So there's two different factions going on. Um, we journeyed on to the next town, avoiding a fight. We are journeying with another group of elves from the north. So in the next town, we come across some more flesh golems. The wind, this ice wind had come through and destroyed part of the town. We found a gate. We had activated it. Encountered two flesh golems, I believe, something like that. A lot of things happened.
No,
And yeah,
it was two amalgamations,
two
and
amalgamations, and there was a
pre the
flesh
flesh golem.
golem. Yeah, the flesh golem was frozen. There was a not really a fight because Ion Ion froze the flesh golem and they had duked it out. But we did encounter an important person there. It was a princess of Orm. She had basically, this was the princess who, from a previous session, we had met the Lich King of the World up in the north of Orm, um, who is basically hiding out. He was trapped there. He said his sister had run away. He didn't know where she was. This is where she's been. She's been in the desert trying to counter what her father had been doing. So she was the one creating these flesh golems to fight off these, I guess, twisted citizens of Orm and to kill off these amalgamations and things. So that's what the princess has been doing. Also, the princess um, did some magic stuff and got us to go back into a dream into the past, and we actually got to witness the creation of the machinery that provided eternal life to all the people in Orm. Um, and we witnessed, there were several people involved, but we witnessed the king's advisor betraying the king, and then the king was the only one that was immortal. He ended up stabbing the king and throwing him into the machine, and basically he's using the king as a battery of sorts to provide that ability to everyone within the radius. The advisor was also a wizard, so he changed his looks and countenance to look like the king and took over the whole country. Um, and then there was a small group of soldiers inside of the dome that had basically figured out what was happening. They witnessed the advisor's betrayal, and they were killed, but they came back to life after everyone left, and they talked it over that we and basically left. And we believe they started up a resistance, and we are hypothesizing currently that that was the end of our dream. And so it was just how the machine came online, just how the nation was created. Um, and we're hypothesizing something went wrong later on that caused Orm to go south. And we think it was these guards that set up this rebellion and they did something trying to get the old king back. We don't know yet, but that's where we are. We are waking up from the dream, and we are camped out for the night. The princess is off somewhere. We don't know where she's at. So that is where we are in session 66. Hatala, did I nail it? Thank you.
I assume so.
Okay.
Yes, you did pretty close. All right, it's already evening, and you can hear the sounds of the winds in the distance starting to pick up. And the elves look at you, and they realize that it's about to get really cold. And they look worried.
Hmm.
Do we make an underground cave? Do the whole S-bend situation and
Well, they told us before that this thing actually travels underground.
It
Oh,
tries to
yeah.
dig underground, but I believe there's like a magma under there.
Yeah, there's also
directly under
magma.
this whole
Yeah.
area is lava.
Hey,
So
update to the
going
notes.
down might not be a good idea.
Yeah. So,
Can you create us a heal?
I mean,
Seal
we
up some
can
walls.
we could just make a mound. I mean, it can create or take away, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Well, let me consult.
Technically, it's manipulating, not creating.
Right.
we could just open a hole up so the heat from the magma comes up.
Really freezing cold wind that will freeze us in an instant.
I don't know
with
if
magma that will
it'll-
kill us in an instant. I don't. We're gonna have some steam issues going on that might kill us also.
We're just gonna turn into a soup.
We lost our answer. Well, we're gonna take our first break, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, go make some tea.
Oh, dang it! Another door. Those darn
I
doors.
believe he was gonna go for the whole make a sealed off room. I'm guessing we probably
I
want to.
believe his plan was to make a hill and hollow it out, basically.
Okay.
Make a hill.
Yeah, like
I'm
raise the dirt up and make a hill. You know, like a
It's not gonna
mountain.
raise the
It's
roof.
like a smaller mountain type thing. You
Well,
know,
it's ground. It's
Like-
not roof.
like a big mound of dirt, which is like a hill. You know.
If the ground's over your head, it is a roof.
I guess so. You can have a dirt house, but that's not how it works.
And you can have a dirt roof. In the
Mhm.
real world, they have them.
Yeah.
Vikings were known for it.
I mean, yeah, but if it has to be the right dirt, like not, it has to be hard.
Actually, they used sod over wood so that grass would grow on it and they could feed their animals on the roof.
They had animals on the roof.
Yep, that's where the goats and stuff would live.
Interesting.
Goats like to be up high. That's why they jump on people's cars.
All right, Nita,
Scratch the living daylights out of them.
it's up to you to
All
save
right,
us.
Nina, so what are you going to do?
You said it was manipulation only, not creation, right? So
There's minor creation, but not major creation. You don't have that much power yet.
I have that much power.
you want to save us then?
No, you
Oh,
got it.
okay. Is there anything nearby that I can push dirt up against to create kind of like a barricade of
Well,
sorts?
technically, you could try encasing a building in it,
Oh,
Okay, let's try and do that then.
because that's basically what happened to the hill fortress. Dirt came up around it.
Okay, that makes sense. All right.
All right, make a check to see how well you do the job.
Okay.
By
It's gonna
spending
be-
a charge, you'll get complete the power.
All right.
I love the new dice.
Yes,
look pretty.
look
Mhm.
so nice.
Foundry updated.
I don't
Alright.
know why that says. I guess it doesn't matter. I used the wrong one. Sorry. They're the same plus though.
All right, you use your power and you manage to wall it up on 4 sides, but you're going to have to use another charge to put some on the roof.
All right, I will do so.
All right, now you've got the roof covered up, and the elves are kind of looking at you like, oh. And they're like,
They're-
quickly, get inside. I don't even think even we can survive the wind at this range.
They're impressed. Hey, it takes a lot for a dwarf to impress elves. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it must have been really good.
Now it looks like an adobe house.
Not that I want their approval anyway.
I know, right? Yeah.
All right, you make it inside, and it is freezing cold inside.
All right. Do I waste a flaming sphere, or is there burnable material inside?
Let's check for that first.
I have a bunch of pieces of wood, remember, from all those splinters, you know?
Make perception checks. Anyone who's looking for something.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
We
I
get to
still
roll.
I still have an arrow
Everyone's in the sewer.
without its edge. I think I do.
All right. Tatala,
Oh,
you notice
Poor.
in the corner of the room on the first floor, there is a weird-looking set of metal grates with a lever.
Pull the lever, Crunk.
I tell everyone that there's grates with a lever, and does it look like something that if I turned on, it's just going to heat the place up?
You really can't tell just from looking at the grates. They're sealed right now.
Oh, could it be one of those vents?
Like what I was talking about, like kind of doing a small vent hole towards the magma. Yeah.
But I mean,
Oh.
remember
this is
when we
already
spent
made
all
in,
the time
yeah.
to take apart that grill?
Yeah.
A lot of these homes are already built with heating
Well,
elements already installed.
mean,
Can I look
yeah.
around
It was,
specifically
it
for
was
that?
more of a smashing of the grill.
Do you
but-
feel a calling, a
You
pull
do not
to
feel
somewhere?
anything in this house.
Okay.
He had to
I'm gonna-
pick a smaller building because his ability to encase wouldn't have handled a large structure.
So, Hatala, did you mention the fact that you've seen this lever, or have
Yes.
you kept it to yourself?
I don't hide stuff from the group like you do.
I would imagine that Nadet and I are fighting over who's going to pull it because let's pull it.
Yeah, I'll roll for that. I don't mind.
no, Blinky already
Y'all are
pulled.
going.
Blinky's gonna pull it by the
All right, I'll arm wrestle you for it. You ready?
to pull
Oh,
it.
goodness.
I'm just doing that.
Was that athletics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that teeter totter of a 17.
So, Nita.
I would like to pull the lever.
Okay. When you get the lever to about half open, you can start feeling warm air flowing from it, and you can hear crackling from below.
All right, I'd like to crank that sucker up to full force.
Okay. When you get
Maybe.
it to full open, you can hear the sound of air rushing through it. It sounds like air's being diverted from somewhere else, like there was another gate or something attached to that lever.
Okay. So is the room heated up enough to survive the?
This room has already gotten to about 60 degrees, and it was about 20 degrees in here.
Okay. So I'd like to allow it to stay. I'll keep my hand on the lever to be able to close it back.
Now the room's about 80 degrees.
All right. Have we experienced? Can we tell whether or not the ice storm or the cold winds have gotten to us
The
yet?
door that's still to the building is now solid ice.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it open on full throttle then.
It's now 100 degrees in here.
Is everybody comfortable?
No.
I'm gonna bring it back to about 75% and see if it reacts.
You close it about 75%, and you can still hear the air being forced in.
Okay.
And it's now about 105 degrees.
All right. I'm going to close it all the way.
Okay? You close it all the way, and the temperature starts dropping, but it's staying a good, comfortable 70, 80 degrees right now, but it's still dropping a little bit at a time.
Okay. If it gets to a point where I notice the weaker species are getting chilly, I will open it up just a little bit to keep their alive.
Look,
I guess.
if there's chili, I'm eating it.
Of course you
The
are
elves
halfling.
seem to be staring at the mechanism and wondering intently about it.
You never seen one of these before? This is one of them heaters. Air heater magics.
And the old man that was casting spells earlier is looking at it. It's like, I don't sense any magic.
It's the magma below, probably.
Oh, that would be smart. Although I'm slightly concerned about the amount of magma running under this area.
Yeah, it definitely seems concerning.
I'm interested in the extremes. We've got such a freezing cold above and such the the magma below. Like why? Why do we have
Well,
both of these?
The cold is unnatural. It's being created by the creature.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I mean, at this point in time, spring is almost here, so it should be warming up. And with the amount of magma, this whole area should be much warmer.
And just
I doubt this area would even freeze naturally.
just as an update to the beginning session notes from previous session, there is part of this wind being cold element that is in the machine. I'm just gonna call it the machine.
The apparatus.
It's too late. It's the machine.
Okay.
Yes.
We call the next one the apparatus. That worked. We
Very well.
can agree on
There you
that.
go. Yeah, you can wear an apparatus.
All right. So what do y'all do now? It's been about an hour, and everything is starting to be pretty comfortable. The entire building has warmed up sufficiently that there's no more frost or ice anywhere in the house.
Can we still hear the wind outside?
Definitely.
Okay.
It's howling angrily. Much more violent than y'all have heard it in the past. Y'all must be getting closer to the source.
And was this just a regular house? Or can we look around to see if there's like a perfectly preserved book just sitting around? Or if there's anything going on here that we might be able to use, or if not, we
All
might
right.
just have to hunker down for the night.
Looking around the building, you do notice there is a kitchen area, and it looks like there may have one time been one of those grills you found, but the grill in the corner has been totally shredded.
Hmm. Does does it look like it's been ripped apart, like claws have gone through it?
It looks like something happened to it, and it all tarnished and then was shredded open by hands or claws or something.
Okay. They didn't know about the
Something
screws.
basically melted it and then ripped it apart.
Hmm.
Core, do you have a brother? Is he looking for the stones too?
I'm the only one affected.
Well, I'm just saying, somebody else is obviously looking for these stones as well.
But they would be trapped here.
So are we. I don't see the difference. I'm just asking. I was just wondering if you
Well-
had a brother that might also be looking
Why-
for stones. I don't know. Just thought.
You see Coors being cagily silent on this whole family issue.
Your silence speaks volumes.
Well, he was sold by his family, so I'm pretty sure that this is probably a sore spot. Although he didn't seem upset about it before. Maybe he's jealous of his brother.
Are we
he
talking about
has
this
a
in front of
brother.
the elves? Just these random strangers. We're gonna just kind of go through.
These random strangers.
oh, no,
are
no,
going-
they're
doors,
cool.
like-
No, they're cool. They're cool.
But there's no pool here, right? It seems like the gym or the Firestone has been taken.
You're not feeling anything in this building. And you're not even feeling anything anywhere nearby either.
Hmm. Okay.
And we were worried that we're going to have to go house to house to collect all of them.
Hmm. Do I still feel a distant pool from the center, like where the capital
It's
might
too
be?
far to sense.
Okay.
I'd like to wait. I closed that thing all the way. What's the temperature like inside?
It's still dropping slowly.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna go over to a car and be like, "Hey, come here for a second.
What? What's up? What you got?
All right. Here's what I want to do. I want to look and see how deep this vent goes. Like if we can see a juncture or something like that. We need to see what's down here.
You're gonna stick your head in there?
No, I'm gonna lower you down on a rope.
Oh, I don't think so, buddy.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna look down the shaft. We're just gonna open the vent just a little bit, and I'm gonna look.
Why do you? I guess I'm not with them.
Okay, stick your face right there. I'm gonna open it up. You ready?
All right,
Just
So,
open it up full.
I'll get down on the
Full
ground,
blast.
be like staring into this vent.
And you open it 100%. Okay. When the vent opens up, you can hear another door scraping open down below, probably about 5 feet away on a side shaft. And then the shaft goes straight down for another 10 or so feet and then turns. But you can see that there is an orange glow coming from that turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go
And
close
your
it.
face is now very toasty.
Close
Okay.
it.
I close it immediately. So what'd you see?
Well, it looks like it's a system where there's another gate below that is giving us access to the lava. You
Oh,
can see
that's
the
cool.
flames, burning orange down below.
That's cool.
So good to know. I just didn't know if maybe there's a central chamber we could get to or something like that. Granted,
It would be very hot. I would.
it'd be a little toasty.
Yeah.
So
Well, the thing is now that you saw that mechanism, if you need to make it, could you think you could, do something similar?
well, I was actually thinking about just opening up a giant hole in the ground and seeing what would happen if the lava was exposed.
True, but since we have to close this off before it gets too hot, I would assume we would all be very
Well, not in here. We wait till the
it'd
wind.
be like an
dies down.
oven.
Well, my thought would be wait until the wind dies down and then go outside and see if we can expose a big portion and see what happens there. But
Be like an underground campfire. Is that what you're saying?
I want the wind thing to meet the fire. That's about it.
Oh, okay.
Any
I wanna
chance
see
I
what
can
the
hear this?
reaction is.
Make a perception check.
Oh,
You hear
nice.
every single thing they're saying perfectly clear.
Nita,
Yeah.
why exactly is your what is your end game here with the
Oh.
magma meeting this monster?
I look over his
What?
shoulders. I think he heard us, or I think she heard us.
Just gonna lean over and be like, Shh, act cool, act cool. Huh? What are you talking about?
We've had conversations with our group of elves over here already about the magnitude of this beast.
Yeah, I want
I'm
to
not
turn
sure-
lava into magma.
He
I wanna
wasn't
open
here
the ground.
last session, remember? He may have missed that.
Oh, I was paying close attention to the ground, I guess.
Okay.
This beast is very powerful, very you will be dead kind of situation. Like, I'm not sure magma is going to have an effect on it. It may actually freeze the magma for all I know.
This is what I want to figure out. I want to.
Do you
see
really
what-
want? I'm not sure this is an experiment
We-
type
We,
situation.
we don't need to
is
be
my
this
point.
close to this experiment.
I get your curiosity.
Hmm.
I'm just saying, I'd prefer not to be dead.
But I can see where he's coming from. I can see where he's coming from because it's avoiding the magma by not digging deep. So
Is it trapped here? Can it not go
No,
through the
it's-
magma?
It's
Is
here
it-
because it wants that thing in the center of the.
the cold stone or whatever.
Yes, if we can give it to it, it'll
Permeate.
leave. That's
If
the
it-
goal.
if-
That's
If
our
it
thought.
can leave.
Okay.
I don't want to harm it. It doesn't sound like it's a bad thing. It just has a.
I don't know. Those winds
inherent-
sounded kind of angry earlier.
That's what I'm saying. It has a inherent thing that's what is that? Collateral damage type situation.
You're saying that somebody took like essentially the heart of this ancient being, and it went from being something peaceful to being kind of like rageful and There's no
I don't know about that because this thing. I think this thing's always this way.
It's just a
It's
force
just
of nature.
it just
might-
came here.
The cold
Right.
stone might actually be an egg or something.
It's not
We
a
don't
titan.
know.
we're gonna
It's
get defeated.
a subset of a titan.
The one of the elves, the female one that's talked to you the most, is like the beast itself. At this point, most likely is on the same scale as the Titans, considering how much of its creator it has eaten.
What? How much of it's what it has what?
Yeah, I think everybody in the room just stops what they're doing and looks at said elf.
It was the spawn of the Cold Titan, as you call them Titans.
Yes,
but
The air?
are you
The air
are you
Titan?
saying that this thing has eaten?
It has
The-
been
it's
collecting every
the Cold
piece it
Titan?
can to consume.
Oh wait, I think we were already told this
Yes.
because we made jokes about
Yes.
all right, we need to leave
Core.
immediately and take core so we can have a kaiju fight.
We gotta.
I
we gotta
volunteer
go-
for the kaiju.
We gotta go find more stones for Cora so that get strong, my friend.
when we do have the kaiju fight, everything needs to be focused on us fighting like skeletons. Because that's how movies work too.
Yeah.
Or just like some kind of bandits that found us immediately after they started fighting.
Or the cultists?
Yeah.
Bum,
Or
bum,
the goblins.
No. Yeah, I forgot about the goblins.
All right. It has started to become late at night.
All right. Do we want to eat rations?
We may want to start rationing our rations because we're down to like probably
Well, we
5
can
to
always
4 days left.
Dude,
we can contact the tree and have them send us food.
Well,
or I
we
can
can't really do that.
Oh wait,
because
not
Maggie's
here, not
away.
here, not here, not here.
hold on.
But
Normally,
This is
I'm
what
the one
happens
making
when-
that mistake.
the depth can create food.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do.
Um,
No,
I'm
no,
gonna go in.
magic,
I'm gonna go in
magic,
another
magic,
room.
Magic.
You
I
go
can
into
do
the
it.
kitchen to make.
Oh
food,
yeah,
please.
You
Uh,
can try to create food, but we don't know what will happen.
Yes,
Eve's-
yours is
Eve's gotta do
arcane
it.
still, even though it's
Yeah.
primal.
I
Oh.
can do it, and it'll work.
Ew.
Because
Ah,
hers is
there you go.
divine.
Thank
All right, lady, go
goodness.
get the kitchen.
Lead it.
What magic spell
Oh,
can-
I'm gonna
sorry.
kick him in the shin.
What magic, what
Oh.
magic
What?
spell?
You want to go
What?
join her?
I was just saying it's the only one that can make food.
Hold on, Elijah, what were you saying?
What magic spell can create food?
It's called create food.
Create
water.
food and water.
Okay.
It's a fairly early on spell that they learn for adventuring.
What food is it creating? Like a
It
chicken
makes
meal?
like
or-
it makes
Bacon.
like
Lots
bland,
and lots of
basic food.
Yeah, bland food that's nutritious.
Yeah.
like a protein bar?
Yep.
No, you remember in the Matrix when they had that
Yeah.
like slop they were eating? That's it.
No,
That's
it's not
not
that bad.
It'll keep you alive.
That would
Like,
be a
you know.
curse, not a blessing.
Hey, here's your divine blessing. It's, yeah,
Maybe if you're a dark god, that's what their spell would do.
here's
a
your
bug,
gruel.
Just gruel.
She's-
Eat it.
It's a pile of crickets. Here you go.
Oh, hey, there's a lot of
They're
protein.
nutritious. Yeah, exactly. What?
must have-
The protein rich. Enjoy. Like, good luck
I don't
catching them.
know.
You won't die. That's
Yeah.
the key.
Yeah.
Remember?
You won't enjoy it, but you won't die.
Do you imagine
That's
being?
why if you
drafted like
carry
that?
seasoning, you can
Yeah.
create the food, then season it, and then eat it.
Yeah, there you go.
Or could we use prestidigitation on it to make it
No.
taste better?
No. You
'Cause it
can
would
clean it
mess
if it got
with
dirt
the
on it.
Yeah. Okay.
We did buy salt a while back because we had hunted and killed something, but we didn't have a way to preserve it or make it to jerky or anything. So I know
is
we bought
true,
salt.
yeah.
Ah,
Yes, y'all have
that's
preserving
true.
salts.
We need an
I mean,
illusion
we-
spell for the really bad food so we could just change the way it looks. It's not that bad. Look.
I can crush a taco. And they might have seasonings in the kitchen.
They're
Oh.
2,000 years old.
Yes.
Still, seasonings don't
Just,
expire.
A little bit of
Does-
dill.
They certainly do.
I mean, they turn into dust after 2,000 years.
Would you like some
Put
dust
salt
or
in the window.
cobwebs in that?
Now, salt wouldn't expire, but it'd be a solid brick.
So
They
I
actually
can
turn
smash
into a
my
salt
hammer.
rock.
All I
Okay.
have to do is
And then you
salt
can make a
my
lamp out of it.
So y'all eat your food and then sleep for the night.
Set up our regular
Mm, yeah.
rotation, even though we're
Yeah, and add the the detail of not letting us freeze to death by opening up the vent every so often when it starts getting cold.
Before bed, I would like to try messaging. No, I take it back because it went weird last time. Never mind. I was going to try to message the princess, but I take it back.
Sit up in the middle of the bed at like 3 in the morning and just be like, "Oh, we just produce water down the vent. That'll take care of some of the lava." And I'll just lay back down and go back to sleep.
I'm a dinosaur.
Whoever's on watch.
Wait, what was that? What? Sierra?
All right.
Water down the vent? Okay. That was a crazy dream, I guess.
Elijah.
What?
Asher thought that the good spray stuff was your cologne.
Oh my god.
You just thought it was.
It is 6 a.m. and y'all are awake, and you can hear that the wind has stopped howling. Finally.
I'm gonna peek out and see if it actually is stopped.
The door is a solid block of ice still.
Oh.
Crank that puppy up and open the vent.
Bash his
smash
head into
the
the
door?
door.
What was
Can I
that?
smash the in the door?
You can smash the door if you want.
I mean the ice on the door.
You can try.
His mic's doing
Nadep,
that
could you just
thing
make
again
a
for me.
hole in the side of the house?
His mic's doing that.
Let
every
him
other
have
word
his
thing
fun.
Again.
Hit the button. I don't know.
It's better.
Yeah. I think it's when he gets too far away from it. It starts clipping.
There we go.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
You swing and swing and hit the door with all your might, and you completely destroy the door and about 3 feet around it in all directions.
Well,
Winky, that,
And it literally explodes outward like a landmine.
Okay, guys, I got rid of the ice.
As you're looking, you notice that there are a pair of legs that stop up at about the thigh in front of the door.
Did I explode somebody? Oh, no. Does it look like there were more legs? There was more body there than what was there now.
well, I don't think it was just a pair of legs just standing in front of the door, Winky.
You see about 3 or 4 others that are about at the waist area behind it.
Just
They
legs.
are very ragged looking, and they look like they're wearing rags.
Are they moving still, or
No, they're frozen solid.
Oh, okay, but I didn't kill him. I'm
I'm
good.
gonna walk by Winky and pat him on the back and say, "Not bad," and just keep moving, and go to look at these things a little closer and see if there's anything interesting about them.
They
I think
remind
it was-
you of the little ones you saw around those big amalgams.
Ah,
They probably froze, and I accidentally shattered the top half of them.
Ooh, that's a good thought. I wonder if
And
they felt the warmth and was trying to get closer to the door to stay warm.
The sun
Maybe
is
they,
coming up, but it is really cold today.
maybe they were they wanted to get inside, but when they tried to get inside, they froze before they could get to the door.
There's a layer about 3 feet thick of snow and ice around the building that he covered.
He's so freaking so.
Go slap them.
Okay.
Asher sprayed Axe cologne everywhere.
you smells like
That
middle
smells
school
horrible.
water.
Smell it. Oh, and it's
can
making me
taste
eyes water.
That's the worst part is tasting it. Like I can deal with the smell. It's when it gets in your mouth and just wow.
All right.
Oh god.
So we've got half mannequins out in front of us.
Mhm. You don't see the rest of their bodies, but then all the shrapnel and everything that he flung out everywhere, there is bits and pieces in there.
Well, rest in pieces. Let's go.
Well, they'll thaw out.
All right. Do we want to do the whole flaming sphere spiel as we try and move forward?
As you're sitting there talking about what you're going to do, the princess starts walking up.
Hello, princess. Welcome back.
She's kind of staring at the exploded people and picking up a few parts here and there.
Who, Hatala?
Would they be coming back if you didn't take these pieces?
She growls at you and says, "My food."
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna argue
Yup.
with that one. Are you okay?
Then she stops, shakes her head, and is like, "I apologize."
Yes, I'm sure it's been a long time.
Winky,
Yes.
you know what you got to do.
I'm gonna slap Nita.
Can I get a reflex save on the slap?
You can.
Do I do an unarmed attack to have something against it?
Yep.
No.
You slap him.
He rolled lower too.
I know, that's what's sad.
All right. So,
Nobody's concerned about the. Hold on.
The
And
slapping?
no. I'm gonna walk over to Core and say, "Are you not worried about the like Two-Face situation right there? She just said my food, and now she's like, what's up?"
She's been alive
Who's
for
Two-Face?
2,000
Been-
years or something.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, dude, I talked to Lich King of the world in my head. This is not actually that bad.
Kind of like slowly lean back away from Core. It's just like,
It's nice to see that you're concerned, though, Nita.
But didn't the Lich King in the world have the same problem that he stabbed himself to get rid of it?
He
Because he
did.
forgot us all.
He did.
He also forgot
basically,
he had
everyone who lives here long enough goes insane.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just making sure that it wasn't something else.
Asher, you're not allowed to be on. You don't have a shirt on.
You mean like being infected with something?
Yeah, just making sure
no,
we
I-
couldn't
I
catch the crazy
Maybe it's the T virus.
I mean, we can,
if we
but
stayed
it would
too
take
long.
a while. Yeah.
Princess, we were able to see the dream and we saw what happened.
Could you tell me what
Yes.
happened?
Do you remember your father having an advisor?
Yes, the man from the. She names the name of the ancient people.
Yes. He ended up betraying your father, stabbed him and stuffed him in the machine as part of the in order to power it, and then he shape-shifted to have the appearance of your father.
That cannot be. But it would explain his behavior. Not long after the event machine was turned on, my father started acting very strange.
He wasn't your father anymore.
Yes. We saw
It
some.
seems possible that your father
But
is.
my father cannot die.
Your father is in the machine.
Your father being in the machine is providing the immortality to everyone else around.
Hmm. That explains a lot too.
You mean immortality?
Would the
You
name
said mortality.
Would the name Lakewood mean anything to you?
No.
There were in the dream we saw a number of the king's guard that witnessed what happened and ran off. Do you know, is there any kind of resistance, or have you met anyone else trying to oppose the king? Or from when before everything went wrong, was there a set of people?
I did not notice. I do know that several people died on the day the machine was activated. And then not long after, no one could die any longer.
Yep.
There was, I don't remember anything like a resistance or anything like that that I would know of. Then again, I was a child, so I did not have much to do with the stately affairs at that time. Me and my brothers and sisters lived at the family castle.
Was there a point that you quit aging?
Yes. It appears that whatever magic has worked on this, everyone grows to maturity and then stops aging. But it takes longer. Like, apparently my teenage years lasted for about 15 years.
Well, I'm sure that would have been great on your real father.
Is there anything else you can tell us about this advisor? You said he was one of the ancients?
Yes, I never trusted him. He was not from the homeland. He was from one of their outposts.
Kaminoan?
Kaminoans came after, buddy.
But it could have been a branch off of...
Well, Kaminoan means betrayal, right?
Yeah,
Right,
that's
so-
literally just their betrayers. They became Kaminoan. But, no, it does not make any knowledge to me of any of that.
Okay.
But I wonder, that must explain why my younger sister left not long after I matured. She found a way out of the kingdom.
Wonder if that has to do with Mr. Lakewood.
You keep saying Lakewood.
Yes, we've run into someone who he described it as a curse where that's passed down hereditary in his line, that once that you live forever and can't be killed until you are killed, and then then one of your descendants picks it up.
But not only that, the man that we know as Mr. Lakewood looked very similar to your father. At least in
Because
appearance.
the family, my sister, she was not the brightest of children, and her favorite place was to go to the lake in the woods. To the east of the kingdom is a forest, and in there was a family cabin. Outside the kingdom. Once the machine was activated, we were no longer allowed to go there. And she escaped somehow. And it's possible she went there because the lake in the woods was her favorite place, and that's all she would call it.
The lake in the woods. Maybe she's Lakewood because it's a what is it called?
Wow, Winky, that is clever. Very good thought.
But what good does that do? I'd hoped learning this would actually be of some assistance, but I do not see how that would help us any. Although
Well-
it makes it easier that I do not have to kill my father, but
Our thought is removing the things from the machine will stop the curse and move things forward. The beast that is going
the
around...
fortress cannot be accessed.
What can you tell us about the defenses around the capital city or around the castle?
Somebody has activated the defenses of the kingdom. The fortress is locked down by ancient magics, and nothing can enter it, and it blocks all magic in the area.
So, are there any physical defenses as well, or is it all just put into the magical defenses?
Well, because magic can't be used to breach it, nothing can breach it down.
Can you still go in
Only
through a
magic,
gate?
only magic can defeat the defenses of the fortress. And now
need to-
magic can't be used because it just becomes something different.
The creation magic works.
Do you have any idea what went wrong? With
I
the
do not
magic?
know. We've had this system long before the machine was created, and it had been turned on once or twice when we were invaded or when something else horrible happened. Once was a great worm decided to attack our kingdom, and they had to activate the defensive magics.
Is this great worm the one that's here now? Is
No,
it the
no,
same?
a dragon.
Oh, okay.
great
Different
worm
type of worm. Different
Yeah,
type
sorry.
of worm.
Yes, not a giant worm, but a dragon of the classification great worm.
Understood.
Did you fight it on airships?
No. We turned on the magic and it was destroyed.
Do you know? Do you
Because
have?
the spell targets anything that isn't of near human ancestry.
Okay. Um.
But I don't know what. I mean, it could be this worm that you talk of is what triggered the spell, or it could be those strangers to the south.
Strangers to the south?
Yes, a group of humans invaded, bringing with them many strange creatures I have never seen before.
Black Squiggly and Iggy Wiggy?
That is a fairly accurate description.
Mm-hmm.
Cultists.
From what I understand now, they are breeding those creatures.
Oh,
Oh, wonderful.
those are
Are
bad.
the creatures not being attacked by the magic?
The magic only affects those that cross the border.
Hmm.
All I know is they breached the southern gate and have set up a fortification. And they are increasing their number daily.
So what if we went over there? Do you think they realize that the lava's that close to underground?
Well, if they're still alive, I would assume so.
So could we sneakily at night go and dig a giant trench down to the lava all the way around their camp? And then cut it off completely and make like a little island in the lava that would sink down because it has
I
no
feel
other
like you've been
structural.
playing Valheim too much.
If that was the case, I would say we just go up next to their fortification and lower it just a little bit with a hoe, and then watch it fall apart.
I do not know about these southerners, but I do know if you want to get into the fortress, your best bet is to find one of the entry keys and portal in. Is the only thing that still works.
Okay.
Is the
How does the entry key work?
It's a portal, right?
It's a gem that you put into a socket and it opens a portal.
I was trying not to tell them about the gem, but sure, cool, yeah.
Okay.
They
Didn't
know
you
about
use
them.
one earlier?
Yeah, we used.
We
it.
did.
Oh yeah.
You were
Sorry.
there, Nita. It's okay, buddy. The Minotaur is dead. It's
Look,
just
man.
ahead.
When you're walking around in caves
hold
and
it,
you're
talk
little
to
and
it.
you smack your head into too many stalactites, you know, it just does things to the memory.
Aren't they sharp?
I mean, not the
Probably have
sides.
more-
He'd have to jump
I mean-
into it.
There's a lot more injuries that could happen.
So like this little concaved divot in the top of your head.
Yeah, I'm an anti-cone head. Just-
So, do you know of any of the towns around here that might still have a key that works?
Well, I think only the royal guardsmen are the ones I know of that carry the keys.
Let's go kill a guard.
And you mentioned that several guards ran away that day. They most likely would have been the ones that carried the keys.
Okay, a car. Can you track tracks that are 1,500 years old?
No.
Had to be a
All right,
mighty high
next
roll.
plan.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say no.
Do you know? Are there any? Do you know of any guards that might still be around? Any place that may have been fortified or
They do have a fortification in the middle of the wastes.
east? Okay.
That's just south of here, a little bit towards those southerners.
Okay. Um. Great.
There were several small
I-
fortifications built
I'm gonna
for in case the magics failed.
I'm gonna get the little map that we have and kind of open it up and like go over it with her and try to just so she can kind of point out the location so we know where we're going.
We don't
She
really
marked
need
the
to have.
general location where it is.
Okay. Do you happen to know? We came across a book a while back that had it was an ancient text, but it had a cipher. Do you know of any ciphers?
What do you mean?
Um, it's the words in that ancient language were coded, and we haven't been able to decode it yet. And I was just curious if you knew
Quick
of
question,
anything.
out of character for a second. What was this from?
It was let me hold on a second. There was it's like a journal or something. I think the one of the guys has it. Books.
Mm.
Uh, it was the Lonely Mountain Dwarven Tube. It was written in code, and we need an ancient cipher. Um, it's somehow tied to the tablets. We know the tablet passed through the Lonely Mountain, and it's tied to the Demon of the Scar. See Session 57. Hatala, I don't know if you've got that, or Derek. Yeah, that was
I'm looking.
okay.
I do not know this off the top of my head. No.
Okay. I know it was a side quest I had pocketed for ever so often.
But you say it was a cipher from the ancients?
Yes.
I do know that supposedly the advisor had several papers and things that were in a language none could understand unless someone put an object onto the thing in the right location.
Okay.
So it may be a physical cipher.
Hmm.
And if the advisor has one of those devices, maybe it will answer your other one.
Great. All right.
To the fortress.
So do y'all want to head down south towards the fortress?
Yes, please.
It's going to get you fairly close to the cultists.
We'll kill him. I mean, we'll be okay. I definitely won't run off and try and fight them.
Okay. Well, y'all start heading to the south, trying to follow as close as you can the directions you've been given. And the snow is not so bad in this area because apparently it snows like every day, every night. When the sun comes up and the heat from the magma underground, it turns to slush fairly quickly.
Yeah, so I bet it's all muddy.
It is. And then every time the wind blows, it turns into solid rock again, basically. So the ground has had a lot of damage in this area, so it's very uneasy going. If y'all had had the cart with you, you wouldn't be able to carry it.
Good thing. You send it off.
All right, y'all travel for a day to the south, and During the waning hours of the day, in the very distance, you can see a patrol.
Can we tell
You
what the
only
patrol is
really
made of?
notice them because two of their members are seven-legged monstrosities that are about 10 feet tall. Seven tentacly legs.
Hmm.
And a group of humans going with them.
We
And these are bigger than any of them you've seen yet.
do a little skulking so that we're not seen.
Yes, they are looking in another direction. They do not appear to be looking in y'all's direction.
Are they between us and where we want to go? Or are they
No,
looking at
they're on
where?
a patrol route that will take them parallel to where y'all are going for a while,
Okay.
and then off into the distance. Make perception checks. And there's a kitten. Where's the kitten?
It's at my house.
Okay. Ooh, the light pink one. That's a cool looking one.
Yeah, there's settings. I was tweaking around with some before. By the way, guys, you can tweak your dice settings.
How?
Oh.
Yeah.
Everyone stop.
About
Alright, hold on a
that.
second. We must pause and figure this out.
Game settings. So the last thing
Ah.
you can do, you go down to configure settings, I think it was, and then you find the dice so nice, and then my dice settings. It'll be under module settings.
I found it.
So third tab, and then dice so nice. It's alphabetical order.
My dice settings.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is it or
Beautiful.
wait, where?
Sorry, we're all too busy trying to look at this
All right,
stuff. to
so-
give you the instructions again.
I want to know where it is.
All right,
Done.
so where you have the all the dice rolls and the chat bar is, at the very top on
Yeah.
the far right side there's a P. You click on that P, and
Oh,
then
P.
yeah. And then you're gonna go
Okay.
to the second one, which is configure settings,
Okay.
and then you're gonna want to go on the top, the third tab, so it'll be module settings.
And then go to dice so nice.
Yes.
My dice settings. You can change. Can you change?
Yes,
You
you
can
change.
download new themes and 3D model. I guess I'll do that. Cool.
Oh, that is so cool.
While we were admiring dice, I'm gonna children for half a second.
Okay. Yeah, you can get
After
you can get lost in these settings, for sure.
I have to use the bathroom.
We're just gonna take a quick break, guys.
I don't really care about how my dice look. Oh, that's. Ah!
That's nice. What setting was that? You're muted.
Glitter water.
How do you change the color?
You have to find like the damage types and you do it that way.
Click on a die to customize it. Well, no, I mean the base color, because it's showing like a yellow color.
I use the themes. The only colors that I see is just straight colors is black, rainbow, random, and white. You can go to custom you can go to custom at the theme section and you can pick your own color. Oh man.
4 hours later.
Right.
Alright, guys, that's all we're doing for this stream.
All right, I like that. We'll see.
I think it's cool too now because you can customize your own stuff, so you kind of know which dice is yours.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
pretty
you
cool.
can do events.
Wow, man, this is pretty awesome. Not gonna lie, that is a cool update.
This entire time.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is that thunder or lightning? Hatala, is that lightning?
It's lightning.
How do
Yeah.
How do you change the appearance?
What the heck?
I have rolled.
How do you change
Events on it, so that a 1 makes a wah wah wah, and a 20 goes ta-da.
How do you change the appearance of the dice? I can't figure it out.
We'll do that later, Elijah.
We're gonna get
After we're
bogged
done
down.
playing, we'll just do the, we'll play with. I'll help anyone who we can help you get your dice configured.
Okay.
Because we could literally
That's actually
spend
cool, though.
hours trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of settings.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm closing
Like I
mine
said, I
out,
might
guys.
change mine more.
We spent almost 2 hours on one door, so
Alright. Do we need to do new perception checks?
All right, no, I'm scrolling back.
Okay. I know it was like 3 minutes ago.
So stop rolling dice, whoever.
Yeah.
All right, Eve, Core. Looks like the two of you are the only ones.
oh,
Eve and Core. You notice one of the humans with them starts doubling over and falls down, and everyone stands around them. And the two big things clear the humans out of the way and watch. And after a few minutes, the person laying on the ground, you see him start to split open and a thing starts crying out.
I won't.
And as you're watching, it grows larger and larger till it's almost as big as the big ones that are guarding the humans. And as you watch, the humans then gather around the person, and you can see them like pushing the corpse back together.
Oh, the miracle of birth.
And then the person gets back up again.
Yeah, this is problematic. Before they died, every time they brought something in. Now they can keep bringing things in using the same bodies. We got to stop this.
I say we go get that ice stone and just like football throw it right in the middle of their town and have the behemoth take care of them.
I mean, they're just gonna come back, though.
We just need to turn off the machine.
Nadep really
Goal
wants to try the
is
whole
turn off
hole in the
machine.
ground thing now.
The elves are watching this, and they heard what you say, and they're like, I wouldn't recommend that.
Okay. Well, you guys would know.
You
Well,
better.
want to make sure the worm stays far away from these things.
We don't want it to get infected. Remember, the Death Titan got infected. We don't
Oh,
want
yeah.
a
True.
whole
That's
nother.
true. That
Yes.
is true.
Did you mention that these are something to do with the Death Titan?
Well-
They're
Not exactly.
this is something outside of our dimension that's trying to crack into it and basically
But I'm
destroy the world.
sensing death energy.
Yes,
Well, Death Titan has been fully
it was
infected by this.
You are aware that the Death Titan is one of the Cold Titan's parents.
We
Ooh.
are not aware of that. We
Did
don't
not
know a
know
lot of
that.
stuff.
Yes, the cold is a creation of death and air. And then the worm was the offspring of death and cold.
A little incestuous there, because wouldn't cold be a product of air and
That's what the worm is. It is the heart of winter, death in the cold.
I mean,
Gotcha.
if anybody's going to understand this kind of stuff, wouldn't it be a dwarf that has some weird, don't they all have some weird gods and stuff that I would assume?
Assume what?
Most gods of all realms are slightly inbred. So
Right. I mean, just, I'm
I just
outside
look
of
at the
game
Greek
looking.
pantheon.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but I was like, but that doesn't exist, so I have to use something inside game. And then I was like, that's just confusing.
But it's the correct analogy. So if the Death Titan, which is much stronger, is susceptible to these creatures, I do not want to even imagine what would happen if the worm got infected by them. Or even the Cold Titan.
You said it was the Death Titan, or the Death and Air created cold, and the cold created worm, or I missed a
Yes.
bit of that.
The cold and death then created the worm.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
It was to be the template for a new monster. Because there are other ordinary worms of its kind. But only one of them is the prime. The first. And now that the cultists have turned and are now heading straight to the south.
Okay. Once it's safe to move out, Car, you want to lead us and help us avoid any run-ins?
Yep. Let's do it.
So you're going to use your stealth to keep everyone stealthy?
Yeah, I think so. Wow.
Man
That
knows his
worked.
business.
All right. You managed to keep everyone stealthy and sneaky and moving along. And as y'all are moving along, y'all walk right past the deer who's munching grass and it never even lifts its head.
hey, car.
It suddenly turns its head and looks around. And it notices y'all and then books it.
Dang it! I thought you were a ranger. Come on, man.
Well, we can create food.
I know I can create food, but I'd like something tasty.
Yeah, but you don't know how long that deer has been alive. You know.
What if it comes back alive after you've eaten it?
Yeah, that would be.
Then I'll
pretty-
have little bits of deer in my stomach being dissolved by.
What if it
Uh,
comes back alive?
I'll never be
while you're
hungry
trying-
again.
Well, what if you go
I mean, the
poop it
entire-
out and it's alive? Are you giving birth to it now?
the
Are you
entire
the
it's
parent of a
process
deer?
here-
It's continually being broken
Just-
down and
never
rebuilt,
mind.
right? So you'll never have to eat again. We're done.
Yeah.
I'll never have to make stuff again. Sorry, Derek. Or what were you saying?
But that doesn't apply when they're eating people here. So
That's what I was gonna say. The
Oh.
economy here on food is kind of
Never mind.
yeah, I'm not feeling so well. Feeling like I've got a weight on me, like I don't know what it is. Like something's just I feel heavier.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say something, but
Well, check your pockets. Maybe somebody snuck some stuff into your pockets.
I checked
Wait.
my pockets.
okay.
Do you think it might be that weird cat thing that's sitting on your shoulder?
I am very concerned about my pockets right now. If somebody snuck something in my pocket, I'm gonna be very surprised.
As you are checking your pockets, you notice that your shadow looks a little off now.
Like, hold on. We could see the thing on my shadow in my shadow form before when we were in the thing. You're saying my actual shadow now looks weird,
It's almost like you're seeing a double vision when you look at your shadow.
like it's splitting off.
It's like there's trying to be a second shadow coming
Hold on.
from you.
You can't do that to me, Charles. That's total Doctor Who. You don't have two shadows. That's the Nosferatu.
I
Does
know,
anybody-
I watched that recently.
Yeah. It's like I'm immediately going to that. I'm gonna be Bones.
So, does anybody else notice what's going on with the shadow, or is it just Hatala?
Just him. Her.
Do you let any of us know, Mister?
Yeah.
I don't hide anything from the group.
As soon as I noticed it, I would have been like, my shadow doesn't look right. Do y'all see this?
Hey, where's your
It's
ever
like
morning
it's-
torch core?
It's like it's splitting.
Can I try to, knowing what we went through in the dream, can I try to burn it again? Burn the shadow?
You can try.
All right.
Should we do a divine lance at it?
Like, I can't see that at all. But that's
Yeah.
one.
Dang, I kind of want to use a hero point in this situation.
Do it. I mean, when
yeah,
else are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
use
I'm
it?
gonna go ahead and do it. A hero point.
Okay.
Rolls another one.
Bam. Confirmed.
One better. It wasn't a critical fail, though.
Very well. The dice have spoken.
All right. You start channeling your fire energy, and all of a sudden, the grill on your back starts spouting flame.
Ah!
Hit the
It's about a
deck.
6
Ah!
foot gout.
Is it like going out towards someone else?
Stop! Stop, drop, and roll! Stop, drop, and roll!
Eve, make a reflex save.
You attacked the healer. She's
And
never
you're
gonna forgive you.
I'm glad I'm in front of all of this.
Of course it was me. Okay. Prayers.
All right, you managed to dive out of the way as a gout of flame goes shooting right where you were standing.
All right, I got this.
Am I able to? All right. Turn the stove off.
All right. Do I get the stove turned off? What?
I stopped
I don't
using
know.
powers. I stopped focusing.
If that works, as soon as it stops, I'll go. Oh, got it, and then
Yes, he stopped the fire.
let's try that ever burning torch. Because it's got light. We can make sure that this is actually what we're seeing.
So who has the ever-burning torch?
I want to look around and see if that drew any attention. A 6-foot flame would probably draw attention.
The elves.
If anybody
They're
has
cowering
a
in the corner.
a torch, it would be a car because ours was destroyed
Oh, I forgot about
by
that.
a portal.
I like these dice. That's 2 20s in a row.
All right. You notice that the cultists are moving to the south at a very fast pace, but the odds are did not notice you.
Okay, good. Good.
Does it feel like there's a pull from my shadow? Like the heaviness is like it pulling away from me? Like it's trying to get away?
It's like something's tugging at you. It's kind
try
of
and-
slightly making you off balance, but only slightly.
So I feel, guys, I feel like maybe it's trying to get away from me.
I understand that.
I'm gonna kick him in the chin.
Can I dodge the kick and say just like that?
Well, question: is it trying to get away from you specifically, or is it trying to pull you into
Well-
a specific direction?
No, I don't. My theory at the moment is that because Core burned it, and it retreated back into my shadow in the other realm, that maybe it was harmed enough that it wants to get away. But I don't. While I do like the idea of it getting away from me, I'm a little concerned of what it's learned from us. And if it does get away, we need to take care of it. So we need to be aware.
Do you think
of
it's
what it's
reporting
trying to
back to us?
I don't. What?
I mean, it's reporting back on us. Do you think, or
I don't think it can do that yet. I think that if
Okay.
it did get away, that it could.
I got
That's
you.
my concern right now.
Do you think it knows we've been lying to it this whole time?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it knows what it knows.
Can we do a group bluff check and see if we're also convincing that it just gives up and goes away? And
Do you want to try your powers one more time, Core?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Come on.
what's the fun in that?
If
Come on.
this is horrible, I'm changing my dice.
Lower than a 5. Oh no! Wow.
18.
Right.
All right.
I still need
This
to change it.
time, the grill shoots a 20-foot flame.
How tall are the ceilings?
You're outside.
Oh yeah.
The
Sorry.
ceilings are infinite. I know
I'm
that you
still
lived
dealing with it.
underground
Yeah,
for
I'm
so
still
many
dealing with
years.
the concept of sky. It's
They're high
weird.
enough for airships to fly around, or once was airships.
You're beginning to think that this grill is designed to focus that energy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can I put?
Let's turn him around.
Can,
All right, stop focusing for a second. Just turn the grill towards his shadow.
yeah, we either need
Now do
to
it.
use that or we could take the grill off.
Nope. We're just gonna like manhandle you into position, and they're like, "All right, now
Okay,
do it."
All right, all right. We got it lined up.
Yeah, yeah. Quit worrying. Just go.
Here we go.
Stand
oh, it
still.
was
Hatala.
almost a nat 20.
Stand still.
All right. This time, the god of flame comes shooting out of the grill and hits the ground behind Hatala, and you can see the shadows dancing for a second, and then now there's only one again.
Did it retreat? How you feel now, Hatala?
Does it
You
feel
don't
like
feel
it?
the tug,
heavy.
It still feels slightly heavier, but not as bad.
I don't feel the tug, but I'm not going to repeat you. That's what I tell him.
Hey,
I have
oh,
one
man.
job on this ship.
Dang it,
It's
Winky.
stupid, but I'm gonna do it.
I need Winky. Remind me, I have an idea, but I need Winky's assistance later. Alright, shoot. Alright, I'd rather be not out in the open doing this. Is that okay, Hatala? We can keep going
Yes.
if you want.
I still I just feel that heaviness right now, but
Alright.
as
Are
long as I don't but if I feel the pull, I'll let you guys know and we'll see if there's anything to do because I just don't want it to get away. It may be trying to get back to them. I don't was the pull in the direction of the creatures?
It was just pulling away from you directly,
Alright.
Okay.
in the same direction your shadow was normally going.
Okay. But it wasn't like if the shadow was going here and the creatures were that way, it wasn't pulling there. It was just
It was
in
just
line
trying to
with the
go a
shadow.
few degrees off from your regular shadow.
Gotcha.
Alright.
I gotta say the manhandling of Core with the oven makes me think of like Buzz and Woody lighting the rocket.
That's great.
I had to share the visual, just like nope, yeah. Oh look, it's Winky. What did you want to talk to him about?
Winky, you were here for that whole
Yep.
awesome. We were directing the fire right from this thing. Do you think you could, with this stove, you could make me a gauntlet and still have where I can focus the power and shoot out a gout of flame from a gauntlet? You think you can make something like that?
Please, that'd be awesome.
With this stove.
Yes.
Well, if you had just seen what happened
You missed it,
since
man.
you were here, you
Oh.
would understand why he's asking.
Did you miss the point where he focused his powers and then the oven started shooting out like
You do
flames?
realize he's been carrying this oven this whole time.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
You just need to chest mount it, like strap it on, and just.
I mean,
He's not Iron Man, he's Oven Man.
It's not a single burner. It's a double burner.
No.
try to
Oh my gosh.
All right.
In that case, you need a jetpack instead, man. Multi-purpose. Be able to swivel it around.
Yeah, I should. I might be able to do that.
Okay, we'll put that on the to-do list.
We'll
In
put that on
theory,
the back
remember,
burner.
that metal's strong enough to break his hammer.
So we're gonna melt the metal down.
Nah, you just need to make a harness for that sucker. Don't mess with the interior.
You're just gonna
I mean,
carry an
the
oven
It's just,
around
it's
for the
just
rest of the
strapped to my
campaign.
arm. I can't bend my arm anymore. It's just
Got it.
Mounted, man. Just pull it in front, put it behind.
There you have that giant. That you have that belt. So
Well, it's
mount-
very light.
Mount it to a shield, carry it on your back. Go whole tower shield, throw it down, and just flamethrow the.
It's not a turret.
But it could be. But it could be.
we don't need a shield spike or a shield boss. We need a shield oven.
Yes. Yes, please.
All right. Y'all are still not quite at the fortress yet, but you can see some structure in the distance. But it's already about 4 p.m. and it's going to be dark in about 2 hours. If you keep going, you'll be able to get close. You'll probably be able to get to it, but it'll be after dark. Or y'all can stop earlier away from, because depending on how far you stop away from it will be how well you can set yourselves up over the night.
Well, we still need like a key and a portal to get in, right?
No, we need to talk
This
to
is
the
a different
people
fortress.
in there to get the key to the portal. We think the Royal Knights are here.
We need to get. Okay, so I'm just confused. I got it.
Different fortress.
Okay.
This isn't the fortress at the center of the kingdom.
That's why I was like, I thought we couldn't get in the fortress.
This is just a fort, not a fortress. There's no dresses
Correct.
here.
This is a fort. It's
Now-
a lot like the hill fort.
We also don't know the disposition of the people towards us, so we may want to hold up here. My initial thought was to keep going, but
Well, when we do meet with them, I mean, I think offering them up what information we understand about what happened is going to be the best way to, like, because if these, are we thinking these are the good ones? The ones that, the resistance? We don't
Possibly.
know.
I mean, we're out in the middle of a waste.
Our options are diplomacy or death. I mean, that's pretty much it. We go and talk to these guys either way.
All right.
So while I'm assuming we're gonna stop for the night, set up camp and everything, and while we're sitting around tonight,
I'm open to keep on going. I just want to throw out the concerns.
okay. I am enthralled with your oven, and so I am getting ready to stop
Okay.
at any option to do so. So whatever the rest of the group wants to do, but my vote is for stop.
So what do y'all do? There's no cover. Y'all are on flat land. And it is clear with nothing in the distance as far as you can see other than the dot of the fort in the distance.
Do we want to just do a simple little foxhole kind of setup and just make an indentation in the ground, and that way we're not as visible?
We won't have any way to warm up if the wind comes. We'll just be little ice tombs.
I mean, if the ice comes, then we'll we have options.
With the landscape, I'm more disposed to continuing on. That way we can at least try to use the fort walls.
Okay. That's fine. We'll do that then.
All right, you travel on.
Yes, sir.
All right, you'll manage to make it a third of the way there, and the sun is starting to set. And you do notice that there are several burnt remains in the area.
Humanoid or
There's something here that is
The amount of fire, it's hard to tell what they were.
ash pile. I gotcha.
I'm guessing whatever's here has no problem with destroying the things that are infected in this way.
It could be a flesh golem trying to, get in.
Well, the flesh golems that did the burning were made by the princess.
Right, but the princess was pretty much against everyone. So it's princess and flesh golems versus everyone. She didn't know if there was good royal guards or not.
True.
And they were the only people I know of burning stuff. Besides me.
Are there any like gold teeth or anything like that in the ash piles?
No.
Okay.
The heat was so immense that nothing was left.
It evaporated.
Okay, wait for it to rain to see if you can catch
All
a
right.
golden drop.
Y'all come in another third of the way, and y'all are now close enough to get a good look at the castle as the sun is set. So the next bit of the travel will be in the dark, but the fort itself, the outer walls have been breached in several places, and one of the towers has fallen over.
All right. You want me to take lead since I've got pretty good vision at night, and y'all just follow my footsteps?
I'll have my goggles ready, but I'm going to be, for the most part, blind. Are there stars at night, big and bright?
You said it was clear, so I would assume that we'd have a good...
Today is clear. Clear skies.
Oh, and what does the calendar say about the moon phase now that we have that?
Yeah.
It's a half moon.
Half moon.
Okay. So still decent light.
Mm-hmm.
Clear
it's not
night.
Too bad.
There's nothing really around us to
Our
cast.
low light vision characters are seeing pretty well.
Okay.
That's
And the
pretty
dark
cool.
vision characters seeing just fine.
Yeah.
Core is the only one that Core and Hatala are the only ones that really have problems.
All right, let's go.
So you want to tie a rope to him and just,
I can see enough to keep up with little outlines.
Just somebody stand behind Katala and give her a good kick every once in a while, help her along the way.
Okay, y'all have made it to the wall of the outer wall of the fort, and y'all stumble over a large corpse.
Well, has it been burned?
The depth. You're supposed to be looking for this stuff.
Oh,
You
I
look
saw
at
it.
the
I'm sorry.
pile, So it was in a pile of rubble, so you could hardly tell, but it looks like one of the giant flame-equipped golems. But it's been 2/3 disintegrated.
Does it look like it has an oven on its hand?
No.
Okay, so use a different method.
It has been hit with such a high heat that the ground underneath it has turned to glass.
wonder if it's these guys in the fort doing it now.
Yeah. Or a turret.
Is
Flame
it like
turret.
flame turret?
Is it like
Yeah.
a
The place
solid?
is covered in
Flaming turrets.
It's covered in what?
ice.
Ice.
So this did not happen anytime soon.
Is it like one solid sheet of glass, or is it like just ragged points all out, like from an impact zone?
It is a burst of ice of glass around it.
Can I find a point that would be dagger size esque, and then remove it using my earth powers, like cut it off?
You
Y'all,
can, but
Elijah
it's not very
lost
good at glass.
connection.
Okay, so it wouldn't hold up
Like,
as a knife or anything like that.
Yeah, it looks like he's playing a game right now.
Oh, it's like,
He
oh
just-
crap! We
Alright,
gotta
he
go.
just
Just
fucking-
walked away.
We're in trouble. He's on the other screen.
Alright, hold on.
I was confused for like
As
a
soon as he
solid
popped his
second.
head in there, it went away.
It was like when there's two people in the same timeline.
Is he going to get back in?
He's gonna, yeah, I think he's gonna try to get back in. He like lost his Wi-Fi all at the same time or something.
Mm.
He said every device in his room cut connection. So
Do y'all want to take a quick 5 minutes so I
I
can?
mean, it is almost 8. So
Anyone take a bio break?
yeah, let's do
sounds
that.
Good.
I just
Alright.
got the thing set
Bio
up.
break.
Oh, okay.
Well, he may not get it fixed.
Yeah, I may have to have him sitting beside me. Who knows?
I'm gonna mess with the dice.
Oh god. I fixed.
Hey, Will. Remind me to ask you about this clock later.
Why?
I was told that it was there's some military history with it, but I didn't want to go into too terribly much about it. You're muted.
At first, I thought it was like an altimeter or something, but
Yeah,
it
it
was
came
a
out
clock.
it came out of a plane.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some part numbers, and I was given a family story about it in relation to some World War II history. I just didn't know what a good source to like look it up and look into that kind of stuff would be.
Was it converted to a clock, do you know? Or was it just pulled out of a plane?
From what I understand, it was removed from a plane.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we could look at some of the old bombers from the World War II era.
I mean, it still has a manufacturer's serial number on the bottom and parts number too.
Okay.
So
Okay.
It's cool though.
yeah, it's one of those things that as you finally start to unpack again after moving, I started going through and unpacking some of the like keepsake boxes I've had forever. I knew this one though. Oh. So this one was in the same box with it.
That's a nice size one.
Well, it's been drilled. It's
Yeah.
decommissioned.
50 BMG or 10 millimeter?
It's got LC42 on the bottom of it. I have no idea. This is all grandfather's military stuff. I don't know if you saw what I was showing Will, but get him to help me look into some information on this guy right here too.
It was made in Lake City Arsenal.
Yep, for World War II.
Mm-hmm. But this guy right here is the one that I want him to look into. Because I was told this came out of a plane, and I want to find out more about it. But fun times.
Yeah, the size of your shell casing would tell more than the stamping.
Yeah,
I
that's
found
there.
ghost pepper cheese at the grocery store.
Ooh. Constipation and heartburn. Sounds delicious. Oh yeah, it's
the only
wonderful.
problem is they used a soft Monterey Jack instead of like a cheddar or something.
Get a cracker. It will drown out that taste.
What do you mean? It tastes awesome. It's fairly hot though. Only problem is the ghost peppers have a really pungent smell.
Yeah, they do.
But it's a nice hot cheese. Woo!
Hot cheese. What?
I kind of want to melt some in my breakfast one day. Really, I don't have anything for you. I still have the random. They're just waiting for Peyton now.
Oh, good. I see.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a case that didn't want to go to bed. Itis.
Mm. All right. Y'all are still at the outer wall.
You said there was a tower that had fallen.
Yes. Part of the wall has collapsed, and one of the towers from the inside has fell outward, hit the wall, and then kept going. And the whole tower is flattened on the ground on the outside.
Sorry, I'm trying to get all this back.
So do we want to use the tower as shelter? Do the wall as shelter? Or look for somebody now? It's dark, so I don't want to really deal with anybody I can't see.
Does it look like you could get in through the tower area normally? Where the other people be
There's
able to?
several holes in the outer wall.
Okay. I was just making.
This place has been breached repeatedly.
Okay. Cool. That takes care of my concern. My concern was that if there was only one entrance, that's where they would be to try to hold it up.
You can tell most of the stuff you can see on the inside has been burned pretty heavily, but most of the walls have been forcibly blasted apart.
Okay. I think Nadep had a pretty good idea of trying to get to that tower. We might be able to find some passages there too in the wall or around those areas.
Agreed.
Well, the hole you're standing at is probably about 50 feet across through the outer wall.
Okay.
Remember how in Helm's Deep in Lord of the Rings when they got that bomb in
Mm-hmm.
and the whole wall blew up and out? That's what this looks like.
Okay. Okay. Anyone want to scout inside?
Sure.
You suddenly hear the wailing of the wind begin.
Oh, poo.
And this time it's louder still.
Hmm. Oh no! Nadep, quick! Do we see building inside this fort, or is the fort? I mean, is this is the wall around the fort, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we see?
Most of the interior is wide open, but there are a couple small towers and one large central tower.
Nadep! 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 The wind's coming.
The wind is
Gotta
coming.
go.
Ah! All right. I
there's-
will quickly try and push stuff up against the wall.
Well, we have here is a giant hole in the wall, like huge hole in the wall. We can get inside no problem.
Helm's Deep's huge.
Yeah, they said there's several little small towers and there's one big central tower.
Left or right? Which way do we want to go?
Left.
All right, let's go.
So y'all are going to just charge in.
Yeah, the wind's coming. We're just gonna run in. It was
Okay.
decided, I guess. Nobody spoke up otherwise. Here we go.
All right. So you charge in towards which of the towers?
The left tower.
One of the small ones on the side?
Yes.
All right. Need it. Make a reflex save.
I'm great at those. I've got to change that pattern. I can't read that.
That's kind of mediocre.
Can't read it all.
At the last minute, you step to the side as a bear trap closes where you were about to step.
But turn around and yell, "Watch your step," and keep going.
All right. Make another reflex save.
Me? All right.
Yeah.
Hold on one
You said
sec.
you were in the lead at first.
Sure. Sorry, I had a notification bar above the reflex save, so I couldn't click it.
Ooh.
Cool. All right. This time, you did not quite get out of the way as something falls off the top of the tower and smacks you right in the head.
Can we tell what it was?
It looks like he hit a trip line that was tied to a heavy weight up on top of the tower.
Well, he should be fine. He has a pretty thick skull.
We'll hold a second because he has to make a will save to stay awake. All right. He is woozy but awake. What was your thievery for?
Trap finding.
Okay. You see that there is one more trap at the doorway to the tower.
I'll tell everybody.
Except Nadette.
Well, I mean, he can hear if he.
He's woozy, so he's not in the lead anymore.
I'll,
I got it, guys. Just follow me.
I'll grab Nadep and guide him on.
Oh, this way. Okay.
So who's taking the lead now?
Not me. I got Nadep.
I thought we were like hobbling forward together.
I'll take the lead, but I'm gonna be eyes open for traps. So
There's the one trap in front of the door. And you can hear the wind starting to whistle behind you.
all right, then I am going to. Oh wait. Disarm the trap.
All right. As you're working on disarming it, you realize you're about to have your hand snapped in it when one of the elves knocks you out of the way, saying, "We don't have time," and pokes a stick into it. Setting it off.
All right.
And then a fireball goes off in my face because that's happened before.
Nope. A bear trap closes and snaps on his stick, breaking it.
Is there a door to this place?
It's at the door's right next to this trap.
I'm with Nadep and we just go barreling in through the door. Hopefully it's unlocked. If not, using Nadep's face.
I can help.
Thanks.
I can help.
He won't be ready in the morning.
Yeah.
But this is the area of expertise of one Winky.
That is true. But
Is the-
I will bow out of the way for Winky. You may
Are
want to
we
see if it's
gonna-
open first.
It's up to y'all. What do y'all do?
I'm just gonna jiggle the door handle, see if it's open.
The wind is closing.
Is it locked? I jiggle the door handle, see if it's locked.
All right.
Please say it's locked. I want to
There's
smash
probably
the door.
somebody inside.
You take 6 damage,
Next.
and there's a small dart in your hand.
I'm gonna smash the door.
Don't
Almost
don't
to the
smash the
side.
door.
We need the door.
We need to get in. There's a cold coming, and we're going to die. If anybody is in there that is alive and that is of good heart, let us in, please.
Well, he just smashed the door, so
Yeah,
dice already rolled.
Criminy.
I clicked the button before you said that.
Jiminy
And
Cricket.
you know, Winky, that's what he would do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
He hits the door right on the knob, causing the knob to go shooting through the door, and now there's no knob. And the door's swinging a little bit.
Sorry.
Knock, knock.
All right,
Is
get
anybody
in.
home?
Doesn't matter, just go in. In, move. Do we see a table or anything inside the room? Or
The
books?
room has been totally demolished, and the wind has already gotten here now.
Alright. Nadep, what can you do? Can you seal it up?
Sure. I'll seal it up.
Alright.
Can we also look around for a lever?
All right, you seal the door completely
Find the
with
lever.
a wall of dirt.
I light my lantern because it's dark in here now.
Yes, it is. And this room is I guess you would call it a mud room. There are what used to be at some point in time the remains of leather boots around the room. And cloaks, you guess. Right now they're just tattered bits of cloth that haven't been eaten by moths yet. And in the very center of the room is a pedestal with places for people to put weapons.
Are there any weapons there?
No, it's empty. And the walls and the outside are starting to ice up and frost over.
Car or Hatali, you guys want to move in deeper?
But you do notice the air feels pretty decent.
I'm gonna look for a lever just in case.
You do not see any lever, but the room is about 70 degrees.
Nothing worse
Okay.
than indecent air.
So does it feel like the heat's already on?
There's no frost in this room.
Okay.
The outer walls are starting to frost because the wind is biting into them.
So it's just, is it one big room, or are we in like you said, in a foyer or something?
You're in
and
a
there's
mud room. There are doors.
Okay.
Is there any looking like activity of like people who have been here recently? Like
No,
the
it looks
traps that
fairly
were
abandoned.
set. How long did it look like those traps had been set outside? While I
Most
was
of them
looking
are
over it?
fairly rusted.
Okay.
It looks like they were put in for some last-ditch effort a long time ago.
Nice.
Oh boy.
You all right?
I'll send it.
I want to start checking some of the doors, see where they go.
All right.
How many
One
doors
of the
are
doors
there?
is jammed pretty hard, and you can see that there are bits of stone and dirt behind it. It's the door to the right. The door to the left, it looks like it has been blocked from the other direction. Like someone barricaded it.
Yeah.
And then the center door looks like it has been shredded. There's still tatters of the door hanging up.
I'm gonna peek my head over there in that room and see.
Inside, you see the corpse of another one of the flesh golems.
Is he flamed, or is it just a regular corpse?
It's basically from the waist down and nothing else.
Okay. Well, is this just a closed off room where the flesh golem is?
It looks like the central hall of the tower.
Okay.
There are stairs climbing up, but they're wood, and most of them have been destroyed by fire.
Akar, what did you find?
There's a half a golem in here. Just it's missing half of him. And there's stairs, but I'm not climbing on the stairs.
And it's not moving? The half a golem?
Well, it doesn't appear to be moving.
Okay.
I don't see any fire damage or anything.
The whole room is covered in fire damage.
Well, other than the room itself, I was talking about on the golem itself because I specifically asked for the golem itself. But yeah, that's what I was talking about was the golem in particular.
Okay.
Y'all begin to hear a noise coming from the room that was barricaded.
What's it sound like? Is it like a kitten?
No, it does not sound like a kitten.
Well, hey, I was hopeful.
It's a loud bumping and thumping noise.
Is there anything else in this room to put up against the door?
No, it's barricaded from the other direction.
Okay.
Yeah, it's possible that whatever's in there has been in there a long time. How long does this door look like it's been opened or anything anytime recently? Like,
Your best guess is most of the other doors and the traps are probably at least 200 or 300 years old.
Sorry.
No problem.
So we got something bumping and thumping over there on that barricaded door there. We can either just stay quiet throughout the night, or we can go ahead and take care of whatever it is now. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm with the car. I'll go thump on the other side and say hello. In
The thumping
ancient.
has grown louder.
Do shaving a haircut, see if it responds.
Hey, say again, what now?
The
Do
thumping
shave-
has grown louder as soon as you made noise.
Oh.
We'll look through the keyhole.
Finger pokes you in the eye and takes
See if
your
I
eye.
can see anything.
And you see wood because it's been barricaded from the other side.
You don't say for the third time.
Well, there could be cracks in the barricade. You never know. You never know until you try, right?
So y'all just gonna camp in this room?
Yeah.
I would like to know any doors that are unlocked before we just hunker down.
Well, the mud room only has one open door.
Okay. So we could secure ourselves decently.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the thumping's gonna keep me awake. And it didn't respond when I said anything, right? It just
No.
thumped.
The response was to increase its noise.
Was that programmed response was to increase the noise? Just fishing for metadata.
Winky could break the door.
I mean, do we want to break through and kill the horde tonight, or
Does it sound like just one thing on the other side, or does it sound like a whole horde?
You don't really know.
This was just one door, right? Or they already checked the other doors?
yeah, I think it was this.
One
just
door is blocked by dirt, one door is barricaded, and the other one goes to the central hallway where there's stairs going up, but it's been destroyed by fire.
So should we like try and assert dominance by making more noise than the thing on the other side? I mean, it works in nature, said the druid.
Well, you would know.
I mean, are we camping out here or are we moving on? What do we want to do?
I'd rather take care of the threat if we know there's something here.
Winky, smash the door. And the barricade on the other side, preferably.
I thought we were having a discussion. Okay.
Too late. It was done.
Winky,
Did we
are you
lose him again?
What?
Smash the door! But while you're thinking about it, Core wants to have a conversation about smashing the door.
Yeah. While it's going down.
All right. Roll damage on it.
Okay.
Consistent.
All right. The door cracks and breaks, but does not smash.
Okay, I'm doing it again.
Winky, are you losing your touch?
Can you see enough in there to get a light in there?
Yes. Yes, he is. Hits a car upside the head for asking such a dumb question. Just imagine a car like leaning over in front of him, like, "You sure you know what you're doing?"
Eve, make a reflex save.
No,
She's
Eve
2
got-
for 2.
Eve
You're-
got
you're-
too nosy.
You're playing tonight by reflex saves alone.
Oh,
Okay. Winky swings back the swing, and the hammer keeps going. Sails right past you, and the handle bops you in the head, and you fall over.
Is there a
Ow.
healer in the house? Is there a healer in the house? Somebody get
I
a
was
healer for this
trying-
person.
You shut up.
I was distracted by a car's I was distracted by a car's question, so I wasn't focused on my.
How could you assault the princess?
this is treason.
It didn't do any actual damage because you are wearing armor, but it did ring your helmet.
Mm,
Yeah, she can't hear us now. So,
I'm gonna go.
Good.
I'm gonna try again.
All right. All right, roll damage. It is taking more damage, but it is still solid.
Some good craftsmanship there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and sit down cross-legged because this might take a while.
Shut up.
You don't have a weapon ready? Everyone has their weapons ready, right?
Oh,
Go ahead.
I don't have to worry about that. I can get my weapon ready instantly.
Every
I,
time
ready in it.
Could you like
Can I ready a reaction that as soon as he busts through the door, I cast Fireball?
You roll damage, Mickey.
just want to remind everyone about the wild magic?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Thank you. You only have to remind me every 5 minutes.
All right. The door is only holding on by a thread now, but it's still there. You hit. Roll damage. All right. You finally managed to bust the door apart, and the barricade goes flying back with it.
Oh, good.
Most doors, there's nothing behind them, so you can smash through them pretty easily. But because it had all the stuff against it, you literally had to bash it apart.
See, I'm not losing my touch.
All right, the room has been sprayed with little bits of door and barricade, and the thumping is now thumping this way.
Is barricade stuff? Is it like burnable stuff?
Yes.
Hey, car.
Yeah.
There's fire stuff.
Hey.
Stuff you can.
Yeah, put it in your bag.
Yeah, I'll keep the note of that, but I want to make sure that the stumping stops stumping wherever we see.
Yeah, I just
Or ready the
concerned
oven.
about fire stuff. You know.
A large hand stomps onto the ground and is pulling a large body this direction.
How large?
Big
The
enough to
size
take
of
up
one
a
of those
5
flesh
foot
columns.
square.
It will.
It may just be. I don't know.
It's Sting.
As the dust clears, you see a portion of one of those golems dragging itself. It does not have a lower body at all.
All right, I would ready the oven.
Somebody here has.
You see
thing
it has a
against
big
lower
tank
halves.
on its back.
I don't know if I
Like
want to ready the
artillery
oven.
tank or gas tank.
Does it
There are
say
some
oxygen?
poses that went down to where its right arm would be, but the right arm is gone.
Light that son of a gun on fire. That's a fuel tank.
A big boom,
Big bada boom.
Big bada boom.
I don't know that I want to be right next to it.
Can I construct a wall that will fit the oven so it just sticks through it? And then can we do it?
Oh,
You can try, but that's going to be a much more difficult thing to do.
It is 100% worth it if it works.
You have constructed your wall.
All right. Hey, look, Core, put your oven right there.
All right,
I
you
did.
guys go to the other side and maybe
I
into
did
that
what you
that
walked
mud
past me
room
before.
while I go die.
You'll be fine.
Okay, here we go. Once I see there's as safe as distance as possible, I'm gonna light this oven up.
All right, make your roll.
Come on, that 20.
Remember, you roll a nat 1, you use your hero point.
Yeah, this is a.
Okay, a gout of flame shoots out, and the thing makes a muffled noise, and all of a sudden, the world shakes.
Well, it would be our consider like where we are.
Yes.
Do we still hear thumping?
Is it still thumping?
It goes boom, and it's like, did the
Ba-dum.
thumping stop?
Well, you take 22 fire damage.
Ooh. You don't
Oh,
have
wait.
fire resistance, or is that with fire resistance?
He doesn't have fire resistance.
Oh, yeah.
And then you take 11 blunt damage.
Oven became projectile.
Y'all are all cowering in the back of the room, and you notice that Core is now, you see his feet sticking out of the wall y'all were cowering at.
Thump.
Well, hey there, buddy.
Good thing nobody can die here, huh?
The back portion of the room that y'all were
Basically
at
made a gun.
doesn't exist anymore. There's now a 20-foot hole, perfect spherical, that doesn't exist, and the walls look a little bit like obsidian.
Elijah,
What about the wind?
by the way, no. Friendship with Bo.
Oh, I'm under rubble. Never mind. I'm just gonna go mute myself.
All right, the outer wall is cracked but not broken.
I'm gonna try and pull Core out of the wall.
Yeah, each of us will grab a foot. I'll help you.
He's
Alright.
got 6. He's got 5 feet.
Y'all pull Core out of the wall, and he is sitting there with his hands bloody.
I'm just gonna
Healer,
remind
is there a
you,
healer?
Core,
Anywhere?
this was Needup's idea.
I'm gonna go.
He agreed to it. He signed the consent form.
This is me on the ground, like, I think my fireball was bigger than the depths.
Yeah,
Make sure
I'm
he
gonna
knows
leave
that
it.
before I die.
I'm
And
gonna walk
your
up.
medicine check did good. Steve.
I'm gonna walk up to Core and be like, "That was awesome," and I'm gonna lean him real close and be like, "Wasn't even close to being as good as mine," and just lean back.
It was bigger. All right.
All right.
All right, can we quit having this fireball measuring contest and move on?
You're just jealous because you don't have fireballs.
I don't need
Alright,
balls
you
to
do
be
not
as good
see
as
any
you.
sign of the oven.
There's no sign of the oven.
What? No! The GM took our toy from us. This is not fair.
We have a new mission. Forget the cultists. Forget
I'm
the
over
Eldritch
here, like,
War.
Figuring out how I
If
can
there-
make these like stone cylinders to attach to the. Man,
Let's find a new oven.
Oh man.
we're gonna make a cannon, sir.
Rip.
We made a
oven.
cannon. It's gone now.
You made a cannon. Core was the ball.
Yes, it just blew the wrong way.
R.I.P.
Oh no,
oven.
it blew the right way,
Yep,
and then
that's-
that had a back
Uh,
adverse reaction.
I think Akar perfectly named this episode R.I.P. Oven, in remembrance of our most beloved and shortest lived member of the team.
All right.
Truly was the 7th member.
Yes.
Oh man.
Debbie.
Did you happen
Feel
to
stabbed
absorb
through
the
the heart.
Everyone
stone
is
and
having trouble hearing, but Core, you are deaf currently.
So is he shouting at everybody? Or does he realize that he's deaf and is not in
When
shot?
he has trouble hearing normally,
He's wandering around going meep.
That was awesome.
oh man.
I'd like to inspect the obsidian that it created on the walls.
Ah!
We're,
On.
we're gonna look at the obsidian on the walls. You'll get it.
Wipe a little of the blood away from my ear.
Get a piece of paper and write it down for him. You know,
It's just chalk.
you're gonna get really good at reading now.
Okay.
Oh man.
So you examine it, and it's molten stone that is formed really quickly.
Is it craggy at all? I'm sorry, I'm trying to get a stone knife.
You're not going to get it out of this. It's not very thick.
Okay. I can't use metal, so I want a workaround.
Yes. Paper thin.
Then you're going to have to find more elemental metal.
Elemental metal. All right. So was this a room or like a hallway that it was in?
You can't tell anymore.
Okay.
There's absolutely nothing left of the room itself.
This is called the blast chamber. This is where you
Oh,
put all the
okay.
gunpowder.
Gotcha.
Whatever
Would you
was
like
in there
that
was
gunpowder?
live.
What?
not like
You blew up the gold.
All I
You
can think
blew
of
up
is
all
Willy
the
Wonka
gold.
when the kid is stuck in the tube and he's like, Charlie, you remember when I taught you how a gun works? But it's not the kid that shoots up, it's Cora that shoots into the wall.
I want to go to sleep, but I think I have a concussion.
I can give you a second one.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
All right, so what do y'all do now?
There's a. I mean,
This
we
is
were trying to find a safer place to sleep, right? I think we failed.
We made it.
Because now there's several more extra openings in this room.
Oh.
And
Do y'all
that
want to sleep
blast
in the
was
sphere?
probably loud enough to be heard for miles.
What blast? I didn't hear anything.
He said the world shook, so you know.
I felt it, but oh well.
From the distance, y'all can occasionally hear the sound of things falling.
Oops.
Every time I hear something fall, I'm just gonna look at Corey and like give him a thumbs up.
All right. Well, I guess it's time to go to bed. Not much else to blow up now. I think we pretty much covered it.
Do y'all want to go upstairs now and see what was up there?
It's
Is,
late.
is upstairs burnt or is it gone?
Sure, go for it. I want to see what the stairs look like.
Woo!
They were already toasted earlier.
Yeah, you're right.
I just want him to walk up them and see if they fall.
All right, so do
In
we
fact,
just hunker
the floor
down?
above that room collapsed, and the room above was destroyed as well.
Hey, at least we don't have to search it now. Hope there was nothing important up there.
All you can see is the remains of bookshelves on the wall.
Ooh. We'll look at Car and give him a thumbs down.
You see Core just goes over to a corner and just lays down. I'm going to sleep.
I will also do the same.
So I think he should get the last shift.
Make me stay up the whole time. Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
if, you,
man.
if y'all trust me to watch your back, that's cool. That's no problem. I'm definitely not going to go off like exploring this giant sphere that I just made.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
The 4 elves are kind of looking at everyone with amazement and disgust at the same time.
We are not murder hobos. We're just demolition experts.
You hear from the corner.
I'd go with amateurs.
It's all it did explain this
Demolition
the last time we
enthusiasts.
saw it. This is
Don't
normal.
worry. Don't worry. This is part of our process.
Should it be? Probably not, but that's the way it goes.
Just lay down and go, just another normal day, and just roll over and go to bed, leaving the elves in complete disarray and confusion.
You're like, what?
Okay. The wind is still howling away, and y'all managed to make it through the night without anything major going on any further.
I just love that somewhere in the vicinity of a couple miles, this explosion happened, and nobody got, let's go walk over there. Thank you. I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. But I was really expecting a
Not many
midnight
things are going
attack.
to wander around in the wind.
Yes, that's true.
See, the
And to be
day when
honest-
the wind is gone is when they'll come around.
And to be truly honest with you, if I heard a big old explosion like that, I'm not really eager to find out where it came from. Like something's happening over there.
Someone's
I'm gonna go the
gone.
other way.
I hadn't heard from Jimmy in a minute.
You wake up, and everything seems to be okay in the room you're in. There is now a layer of frost covering everything, though. And the temperature is closer to about 20 degrees.
What?
You've got about half your hearing now.
Okay.
We need to move on. Don't want to stay here too long.
We need to find these guards.
Chicken.
Well, we have the chicken.
We have a chicken. We need more chickens.
Okay.
We need an army of chickens, so when
Look,
that one
we
starts
have
attacking everything,
Two things.
they get really scared because we have more.
Two things we have to do. Well, we have to beat the cultists, but we got to find the guards. We need to find the kitchen and get a new. Let's go. Let's move, guys. Gotta hustle.
All right, let's
Fingers crossed for industrial kitchen.
go. Kitchen first.
All
Give
right.
me a galley.
The only real place to go is in the center area. Used to be spiral staircase going up the tower. But it looks like, based on the explosion you've seen, that's what happened. The one that was the legs in the middle of the room, it exploded. And the fireball took out all the stairs all the way up.
Could I like Jenga slide the bricks of the tower out a little bit all the
These
way
are
up? to
thin
make
brickwork, so you wouldn't be able to do that.
Oh. Really tiny stairs?
You need to move this is the central column holding the tower up.
Oh yeah, we don't want to do that. Never mind.
Who's got the fastest run speed?
Just
start
hold them
running
up
around
sideways
like-
on the wall.
Yeah.
I was say, can we have like a human pyramid? You want to have like a grappling hook? We can.
I mean, I could fly up.
Your best bet would be the person that's most athletic climbing up.
Ooh. I could probably try that.
Let's just do this Squid Game style. Everybody start climbing, you fall and die, and that's that.
Half of these panes of glass are different. The other are not.
Half the
Look.
bricks are real.
You managed to climb about 15 feet up, but you're not quite to the nearest door yet. You only go up about another 5 foot, and you're getting close to it. All right, you've made it to the first door you all have seen from the ground.
All right, can I open it?
The door has been burnt very badly, but it's still physically there.
So it won't open at all?
You don't know.
I try.
You're at its base.
All right, I'd like to try to climb up to where I could attempt to open it
All right.
without
Keep
it
climbing.
falling on me in case the
Yeah.
whole door frame falls out. It's athletics, right?
Yep. All right, you managed to climb up to the side of the door and hold on while you reach out and open the door, and it basically crumbles. And several large pieces fall where you were climbing at earlier.
Peek around and
And
look
you
in.
can now make it into the doorway.
Can I look in to see if there's anything nefarious in there?
You notice that the floor and the area beyond is gone.
Well,
I wonder
It
what
looks
happened
like
to
it's almost directly over where the blast was.
okay. Can I try going for another door?
Yep. They're all in a line above, straight up and down from where you are.
Okay. Up, up, up.
All right. You go up another 5 feet. That time you climb a nice 15 feet, real easy climb, and you're almost to the next door.
Alright. Same dealio, trying to get to the side of it. This one doesn't have any kind of markings from the explosion.
Nothing you see. You climb up, and this one looks a little bit more solid, but you're next to the door now.
Alright, give it a little... Just try opening it to start with.
Okay. It is locked.
Guys, it's locked. Can I I'd like to try to drop a rope down so Hatala could try climbing up, and I will be a brace for Hatala. So maybe she could unlock it.
You gonna be able to pull me up, or do I need to climb up the rope?
You're gonna have to climb. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to hold
Yeah.
on.
He's going to have to make athletics checks to keep holding while you make athletics checks to climb.
But he does have his belt on.
I mean, I could try to smack through it with my hatchet.
Hatala has climbed up 10 feet. Cora is holding on nicely.
Oh boy.
Hatala only made it halfway up that section, but she's still good.
Oh.
Cora's doing great.
Let me know when you start climbing.
Alright, that time you climb another 10 feet.
Oop, double clicked it.
Your first one was good. You're about halfway there, Hatala.
There we go.
Hey, you clambered all the way up to where he is.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. Even with the penalty of clambering around core to get to the lock, you managed to pick the lock.
Boom, baby. Boom.
How high up are they?
50 feet.
Okay.
The door opens inward.
And then it opens outward after I whack it.
Unless you can fly, you can't whack it.
I guess I'm with you now, Core.
All right. Well, you got to go in first because I got to support you until you get in. Just make sure there's a floor. There wasn't one in the last door.
All right, I pop open the door. Is there a floor?
You see that there is a room.
I'm gonna head inside.
All right. You make it inside successfully, and you are in what looks like a bit of a hallway.
All right. I'm gonna climb
Okay.
the door as well. Does anyone else want to climb up? I can hold the rope, or I can pull you up.
Can they not hear you?
No, we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
What?
I'm looking up. I'm looking something up. Hold on.
Sure.
We can keep this.
I'll go for the climb.
You want me to pull you up, or are you gonna climb up?
Wait, you would have. Why didn't you pull me up?
I was attached to a wall.
But I thought you were like really strong.
Yeah. Well, I can't do it with one arm.
Oh, okay. I see.
Sure. Pull me up.
All right. Do
And
I need to
I'll
go?
kind of
Watch
help
it-
out and like.
Watch it roll a
reverse-
one.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll for this for all of it, or
Just make a roll.
a roll? Here we go.
All right. It takes you a little bit, but you get him up there.
Okay.
Kind of helped out by like reverse rappelling, walking up the wall a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're a little bit chunkier than Hatala.
Well, I am about like 3 feet taller than her, so.
You guys, I'm guessing Hatala was casing the place while we were. So it's. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm looking around.
Is this a round hallway or?
Yes. It goes around the center hall.
Okay.
How many people are still at the bottom?
Well,
3.
so far, only the 3 of them are up.
Okay. Who's down here with me?
If anybody else wants to go up, I can help Core.
Winky and Eve.
And the elves.
Oh yeah, I
Alright.
forgot about them.
The
I'm gonna
elves
let
are
them.
set up near the door. They're not going anywhere.
All right. I'm
They're
going
not here for
to.
what y'all are here for. So
I'm gonna cast Spider Climb on the 3 of us, if you're willing, and we're gonna go up.
Magic!
We're not there.
Oh, yeah,
Car, you're
yeah.
not there.
Oh,
No.
man.
Unless one of the 2 of y'all have a problem with that.
I have a problem with it.
Oh, man.
What's wrong?
But
Why should
knowing
we
him,
cast
he's still
Spider
gonna
Climb?
cast it.
No.
No, what is there a problem with it?
We're gonna turn into spiders or something.
Oh yeah, I forget the magic's here is wonky. All right, yeah, you want to throw us a rope?
Yeah, Nadi's gonna love you though.
It's true. If y'all turned into spiders,
I would be okay with that. A spider druid
Oh.
that can shape earth and blow air. We're good. Let's do this.
I want to get pulled up first because
So y'all are climbing and not doing the spell.
Yeah, we're gonna get pulled up if possible.
I'm gonna assist Core.
I'm-
Okay. Core easily pulls the next person up. I think it was Eve said you want to go next.
She want to get it right from all the stupidity down here.
Who's next?
I'll go next.
All right. Peyton, you were pulled up easily. That leaves Winky.
Oh,
Yep, pulled up easily.
Oh.
Almost a 1 though.
I mean, if it is a 1, I could pull myself back up.
No, because that's not what a 1 would mean.
Right? No.
1 would mean, all right, you're right at the top. Oops.
Splat.
Yeah,
If
he
that
has,
does happen, you're all getting smashed to.
he's got catfall, so he'll be fine.
It would be.
But you have to
Alright.
make the noise when you fall.
landing.
Now all in the hallway. It's Hatala. You managed to determine that this is a center hallway that goes around the center column, and there are doors leading to rooms all the way around,
All right, I will inform.
and they're
the crew.
evenly spaced.
And I will tell them I measured them.
Did you check them for traps?
I didn't have time to do that yet.
Oh.
We can do that one by one for fun's sake.
Can I just call out an ancient, hello? Anyone here?
No sound.
Okay. It's
All
definitely
right, door
safe,
number
guys.
1.
No magic.
So what do you do?
Door number 1.
I thought you said rule number 1.
What are you gonna
What
do?
is in door number 1?
You checking for traps, I guess, or are you opening the door?
That's traps. It'll say trap finder in there
Hmm
if you look
Okay.
in there.
It looks like there is no trap on this first door,
No trap.
and it does not appear to be locked either. This looks like a simple knob with nothing on it.
It's a simple taco room.
Open the door. What's on the other side?
All right. You
Tell
are
me what
looking
he's
in a
worth,
barrack.
Johnny. Barracks. Cool. Beds.
Each room has 4 beds.
Any foot lockers or anything like that?
All the furniture has turned to rotten pieces.
Okay.
You can tell there were beds, and there may have been footlockers. It's hard to tell with how much damage they were.
There's no murals or anything on the walls, right?
Any bits of cloth have totally degraded in these rooms.
And this damage just looks like like old age damage, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
That's all you find in this first room.
Door number 2.
Do you check it?
Mm-hmm.
It looks identical to the previous door. Nothing on it.
Looks the same, y'all.
Think it's another barracks?
All right, I
Possible.
opened the door then.
Yes, it is another barracks.
Okay.
This time there are 2 burnt corpses in here.
Okay.
From the looks of them, they were in their beds when they were burned.
Cozy.
Going in your sleep. I hear you.
I would. I mean, does that just they look burned, or does the entire room look burned?
Each bed has a fire spout around it.
That's not cool, y'all.
It's
Somebody
obvious that they were incinerated in bed.
yes, somebody murdered these people.
I bet you it was one of those guys downstairs.
They're a little large to fit through these doors.
Really?
I mean, if it was the conspiracy theory, would be that the rebellious guards either did it or
That's a good point.
or these were them.
Right.
Door number 3.
When you open this door, there's no traps. You notice all the doors are the same.
Cool. Section time.
When you open this door, you notice that this room is filled with snow and ice, and the outer wall is missing.
Close the door.
It is daytime, right?
Mhm.
Does this have a
Okay.
vantage point where we can kind of? I want to try to look to the south to see if any of the cultists may be coming.
Wait, is the wind still blowing or has it died down? I think I missed that.
Is looking more towards the east and the south. Not the right vantage point.
Okay.
You'd probably need the tower to the right to find one that had the vantage point you would need, and this is the tower to the left.
Okay. Can you see the courtyard from here?
Is the outer wall.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, we just keep checking rooms.
Yeah, I'd say just keep checking rooms for
Alright.
simplicity.
After finishing checking all the rooms on this floor, you found about 3 more corpses, and the other rooms have been just completely empty with debris. Except for one room, the last room you check, the ceiling is broken and you can see the floor above.
Like, did it fall through completely, or is it just like bits and pieces of it fell?
It is collapsed, and there is a partial collapse with some beams and stuff hanging down.
Did we see any stairs, or were the stairs completely gone?
Well, the stairs are all in the center of the building.
Okay. Those fell. Is that what you said? Or we?
They were burnt up.
Okay.
Yeah, from the
Okay.
floaty guy down
All right.
there.
All right.
Climb on up it. Yeah.
Does
Yeah,
it look like
it'd
we
be pretty easy for someone to scale up the beam to the next floor.
any of you smaller folk want to try it?
Winky can try it. He's small and
Go ahead,
strong.
Winky.
You want to check that room up there, buddy?
Athletics check.
Okay.
All right, you easily climb the beam.
What do I see up there?
You're looking at a room that you can only imagine is probably would have been a classroom.
What subject was it?
No way to tell.
You can't tell from the chalkboard. Oh, what's up there, Winky?
It looks like a classroom.
Was it math?
I don't know. I don't see any letters or numbers on the board.
You guys have different classes for different subjects?
What?
You didn't just do all your schooling in one room?
I didn't go to school.
Okay,
That
Winky.
explains a lot.
It's probably. You want to drop a rope so the rest of us can get up?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a rope.
All right.
Do you just drop it, or do you tie it off to something?
I'm holding onto it.
Oh man.
I mean, tie it to some kind of school chair or the whiteboard.
It's part of Winky's
The
background. is that
what? The whiteboard?
They locked the doors and kept him out of the schoolhouse. That's why he hates doors. He really wanted that education.
Oh man.
All right. So, what do you do? He's got a rope down for anyone. Are you going to climb it or him pull you up?
I'll climb.
I'm a climb. I rolled already.
I'm behind the car.
Okay, a car. You have to do another roll.
Uh-oh.
Everyone's on the rope. Keep holding, Winky.
I'll keep pulling.
I climb over
All
them.
right, a car, you finally got up, and Core, you made it, and Tala, it took you 2 tries, but you got it, and Neetup, you just scurried right up like there was no problem going up it.
I wasn't trying to do that like I was doing it at the same time. It was more to get the rolls over with and move on.
Yeah.
Eve, we can pull you up.
Yes, you will.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise the princess.
I'm imagining like fashioning like a seat to the bottom of the rope and just like.
You pull her up easily.
We're gonna
As she's
have
going up, she's like this.
we're gonna have to find a palanquin.
I mean, I could possibly make one. Do we want one? Do we just holler around everywhere? Is that how this is going to turn into?
Oh man.
All right, y'all are all in the classroom, and about half the room is falling in.
Well,
is that
looks like
mean?
school's out forever.
No, it's out for the summer.
No, school's out forever.
No, it's out for the summer.
All right, so what do you do?
Make bad dad jokes.
Look around.
Yes, I'd like
Here's
to look
a door.
around.
I found a door, y'all.
Hey,
Open
why
the
don't you go
door.
check it for traps before you open the door?
I don't think it's gonna be trapped because we're on the inside.
You think they trap their schools?
You never know.
From
The
the
door is locked.
inside,
Mhm.
you can't get out.
It's definitely trapped.
Looks
They had to keep
perfectly
all
good
the
to me.
students in school, you know?
Same, looks the same as every door I've looked at. I think you can go ahead and eat them.
All right, I'll go and open the door.
Hold on. Atala goes to examine the door, and he kneels down and starts examining the wall next to the door. Tap him on the shoulder. Tap her on the shoulder. It's over there.
Looks
I like it.
fine.
Looks fine. Looks fine.
All right, I'd like to attempt the door.
All right, it's locked.
It's locked. You think you can take care of the lock, Winky?
I turn to the wall and I start picking the wall.
You slide the pick in between the.
No, all right.
Hold on, let's see if that really happens.
Yes.
Come on, one. This is the only time I've ever wanted a one.
All right, you pull out your tools and you get ready to start picking the lock. Then you notice there's just a little lever there, so you turn it,
Alrighty.
and it's now unlocked.
We are on the inside of the door.
Well, pat Hatala on the shoulder and said, "What would we ever do without you?"
You'd be trying to go through that wall over there.
Well, he can do it.
All right,
Go through the door.
all right, you're in another hallway like the last one.
Yay.
Many doors as well.
Yep, these are not evenly spaced.
We were joking about the doors and hallways thing, man.
Ask and you shall receive. Winky, why don't
They
you
are
take
not
the left
evenly spaced.
and let Hatala take the right and see who can open the doors the quickest.
Yeah, let's do it.
Make it a contest.
Let's do it. Ready? On your
How many,
mark.
how many doors are on the left?
It's a circle, so they're all in both directions.
Okay, so whoever gets, just start on this side and you start on that side and go in a
One
circle.
goes up and smashes a door.
Yep.
Go. Go, 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 go.
I'm gonna haul out to Winky. They're probably just unlocked. Try just opening.
Too late.
Nah, it's fast. I don't have to reach out my hand to the handle.
Walk up and just
He's just swinging the hammer, not even stopping, just keeps running by.
He's done it
I've been
before.
working on the
Okay,
yeah.
railroad.
So Winky manages to smash all the doors open faster than Hatala can unlock them.
all right.
Surprise to the surprise, surprise.
Oh,
All right, y'all have managed to destroy 2/3 of the doors on this floor.
Yep.
We'll pat Hatala on
and
the back
pick
again.
The
and
other
say,
third.
what would we ever do without you?
Let's step on his toe.
all right. Everybody pick a room and start searching.
All the
All right.
zombies
Find
start coming
two
out
more
now.
classrooms.
Okay.
One of the classrooms has had all the furniture piled up into a pile, and there are 3 bodies on it. Or skeletons.
Small skeletons, big skeletons.
Full size adults.
Okay.
That's an odd sleeping arrangement.
Is
they
there
got
any
there.
ashes or anything near them?
It's been so long, nothing's left anymore. Just the burnt marks on the ground.
Okay, so they were burned.
Okay.
Mhm. And then the other classroom had all the stuff piled near the door.
We haven't found any books or anything, have we?
Pretty bad classrooms.
These are all classrooms they did not use books in.
It's verbal education.
PE. Oh.
This is a military barracks, basically. So the learning they were doing is not usually in books. The teacher may have had a book, but you probably couldn't have even counted on every soldier even understanding how to read.
Other words.
All right, the next room is what looks like a... At one point in time, it probably would have been a workshop, but at this point in time, everything's just crusty, rusty, destroyed bits of what used to be tools. Your guess is it was where people were taught how to maintain armor. Based on there's some forms that look like a person, and there's tatters of leather hanging from them.
Is there anything that looks like a furnace or anything like that that might be converted into a stove?
No.
I don't
Sorry,
think
Core.
Then the next room, it looks like a room just like the previous one, but there are places to attach swords and things like that. So this is probably where they were taught how to maintain their weapons.
Are there any grindstones, anything like that in there of use? Or
The stone is about the only thing left of the grindstone.
Winky, you want to see if you can rebuild something to use this? Or
It's too large to fit into a bag of holding.
it's okay. Core's not carrying an oven anymore. We just tie this millstone to his back and be
Way
fine.
too large and heavy.
last time he carried something around, he found out it was quite useful.
Maybe I can, since I've got earth powers, maybe I should just carry it. Who knows? It'll just turn into a bigger stone.
Okay.
I'm joking. We'll keep going.
The
You
final
sound
room-
stoned.
The final room has a metal door on it, and it's the last door that Hatala picked.
Oh man,
Inside
that would have
the
been
room-
really fun to watch Winky try to smash that one.
The outer wall has a hole broken into it and a few pieces of a flesh golem. It looks like it climbed up and started breaking through the wall. In this room, you can see half of a corpse.
They really got their affinity for half corpses around here.
There's a half skeleton and then a half corpse.
I mean, to make it does make sense because you can only kill them one way. So
If you don't eat your meat,
The upper half has been completely incinerated, but the bottom half is still... It's basically rotted away. There's a difference in the way a corpse looks than
Yeah.
the burnt bit. Everything on him has been destroyed except for the bow in his hand.
Ooh.
I've always wanted a bow. I'll pick it up.
Set it on fire.
Oh, what if it's cursed? That'd be hilarious.
Mm. I'll be cursed and I'll hand you the bow. It's okay.
No, I want to check it now that you picked it up.
Yeah, take a look at my new bow, Akar.
Yeah, you can hold on to it though.
What do you think?
All right. As soon as you pick up the bow, you fall over. Need it?
Am I conscious still or just like stuck to the ground?
You just literally slipped.
Oh. I'm going to assume that the bow is cursed and immediately drop it and be like, watch out for that thing. It's a curse of slips.
Oh man.
See if there was anything on the ground that he slipped in.
There's bits of ash and things there. So what do you do, Akar?
I want to look at it. I want to take a look at the bow.
It is
before,
obviously in wonderful condition.
before picking it up.
The hand that was holding it was incinerated away.
Can anybody check and see if this thing is cursed or not? Because the depth said it's cursed.
And it's still strung.
I look it over and say, it is not cursed. You're good.
You can definitely tell it's enchanted. The
Cool.
runes make it pretty obvious, and the runes are really good condition too.
So it's like
Cool.
glowing white and not have like the weird black shadow kind of glow to it.
Well, then I guess I'll pick it up and see if I fall.
Okay? You pick it up, and you feel a rush of wind, and there's a ghost standing in front of you.
Hey.
It's
Hello.
one of the archers y'all saw in the dream.
Do we
What-
all see the ghost, or is it just a car?
Everyone sees the ghost, but only
What?
a car can hear it.
What's up, buddy? Is this your bow?
And it's not responding to you, but it's talking. You hold in your hand the hand of fate. Be careful, fate is fickle.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, everyone sees a flashback to that day.
Ooh, flashbacks.
The king has just been stabbed, and the two guards, remember the guards that ran towards him? That tried to stop the,
The guy that missed.
yes. Well, he had an arrow out almost instantly, fired, and struck one of his own men in the back. And then he pulled another arrow out, took a very careful aim, fired one last time, and that's when he missed.
This sounds like a perfect bow for me.
I was
He
really
shot his
hoping it
friend.
has some kind of feature where you could put like a white list of who not to shoot.
And
It
then
sounds like
the
it's the
last thing you
opposite.
see is a bolt of magic coming out and killing the guard, and he drops.
Yeah, just write a quick note and attach it to the, to the bow
Did-
part, so that
did we
I'll read
all-
it before I pull the before I let go.
Everybody saw that.
Okay. Why did it show us that? Why was that important?
Well, he shot twice. One was into his friend and the other was a miss. So maybe it's indicating he'll never be able to hit the target he's shooting for.
Or it was just not the time for him to hit something.
Well, he said that fate is fickle.
True.
So this is the hand of fate. So
So
I'm only-
he was supposed to miss?
So it always
That's what I'm
hits its
assuming.
mark as long as fate agrees.
yeah.
Well, that sounds very DM-ish.
No. And then the ghost fades. It looks like almost like the ghost has a sigh of relief when he picked up the bow.
Wait, where's the
It's like-
key? Key, key.
Fades back in for a second, guys. I don't know. It fades back out.
Well, my current bow pretty much does the same as this anyway. So
You mean
yeah.
hit its friends and misses?
Yeah, it's just right. All bows, they have their moments, right? Oh wait, y'all don't really know about bows. Never mind.
Nah.
We've only seen them hurt us.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
All right. So what do I do?
Anything else in this metal door room?
Yeah, I'd like to take a good look around.
Whatever else was in here was pretty much destroyed when the golem and him were fighting.
Hmm.
Okay.
While we were looking, did we see any way to keep going up?
Now this is the end of this tower.
Okay.
Let's go blow up another guy.
So, how high are we currently? 75 feet or so.
I don't know. You just saw a ghost.
We all saw the ghost.
It's
or
what,
did you not
25
see it?
per level?
You asked how high we were.
we were at the third level.
25 per level.
Yeah. It was 50 when we got to the third level. We went up at least 2 more, so there you go. We're We're about 100
No,
up.
we went up one. We went
What
up
is this? A
one more.
math classroom? Jeez.
It's a math classroom
Well,
now.
the
Just
reason-
go up
the
one
reason-
more.
The reason that I was asking is because we can kind of just rappel down from here.
To the
Rope-
outside.
Rope's only 50 feet.
Well, we could put two together.
Okay.
We've done that before. That's what I was saying. Is like it'd be just a quicker way to get down. Because either way, we're going to have to climb down.
Mhm.
So
Or we
do you
could just
want me
jump.
to
I mean,
punch a
you
hole
know,
through
I've
the wall?
landed in snow before.
I want to go back to the
It's all melted
hole
out
in the
there.
floor.
Remember?
start lowering Eve down and go through the whole process of getting down.
Who's got feather fall?
I think Winky's got catfall.
I have catfall.
You want to show me how that works? I've never seen it before.
Shove him off the edge.
I think that might be a little extreme.
Basically, I fall 5 feet less of what I fall, I believe.
Mathematically, yes.
So normally you would get damage if it was like it's either 15 or 10 feet. If you fall, you would take damage. Or whatever.
All right, cool.
In-depth explanations with Elijah Jordan.
We're all
Meet us
sitting,
next week.
we're all sitting in the math classroom.
How far is the fall? Is it a 50-foot fall or
100.
100? Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
we're
did
on
we
the-
go up
we're-
2 flights or did we go up? Are we on the 4th
So
floor?
you skipped the first door. We went to the next door, which is 50, and then we went up one more floor, and that's where we were at.
So we're
so
at 75.
75. I think I have it next level. Can't remember. I have to check.
You get a taco next level.
Is Featherflaw that high up? Featherflaw.
Featherfall is level 1. I'm thinking
I
of
thought
something
so.
else.
Okay.
I think it's
I knew that's what was the last thing you asked, and then you're like, I'll have it next level. I'm like, there's no way that spell is that high in the thing. You gotta do an
Actually, I've got it.
eighth-level
I've got
spell.
it now.
Don't use it, cause magic, dude.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I know you
just
keep
not
forgetting.
fine.
That's all I do, so it's all I think about.
you can't do nothing without
Don't worry, the
magic.
next place
Well-
we'll go to, the ropes will be, will set us on fire or something, and we'll have to use magic.
No, it's like every time you try to use muscles, you explode.
Yeah.
Give me an athletics check. Yep, you exploded.
You inhaled, you die.
You took a too deep of a breath, and now
Yeah.
you can't breathe.
You stretched, flexing your muscles.
You stepped on a toothpick. You die. What? Toothpicks too sharp? Toothpicks are sharp.
All right. You have your new bow.
Yay!
Do I get to inherit your old bow again?
You should be.
You can deal with it later.
Ooh.
Do you want me to transfer it? I can just drag it across.
Yeah. It's got +1 striking on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, you got your bow, Core.
Thank you.
I really like this bow. This is awesome.
As you hold the bow, you can feel its power, like it wants to want you to know.
Dude, this thing is awesome.
Guys are awesome.
All right, so what are y'all doing now?
Climbing down.
All right. Are you going to return to the floor below and then climb down?
Yeah, I think that
Alright.
was the plan.
Y'all make it down to the ground floor without any major problems.
To the other tower.
It's about 2 o'clock right now.
Can we look outside and see if there's any movement going out stealthily?
You want to eat before we leave?
Sure.
All right. We'll just say we ate real quick. Quick bite so we're not starving.
Alright. You grabbed your food and which tower are you heading to? Central tower or the other side tower?
All the XP. I mean, other side tower.
Alright. You get to the other side tower and you see that this tower has been ransacked pretty hard.
Back to the central tower.
The doorway going in has been busted open large enough for the golems to go through easily.
Can we take a quick look around and determine whether or not the upper floors are intact, or is that something
Yeah.
we can tell?
Make a perception check if you're going to poke your head in and look.
All right. Ba-ba-ba.
Nita notices that there is a fairly large open room. Nothing seems to be wrong that you can see, but it's very bright in there, so you're having trouble adjusting with your dark vision. A car notices that the whole tower is basically hollow all the way to the roof.
Just silo.
There's
Yeah.
enough rubble in there to probably be about half the material of the building.
Yep, not worth looking at. There's a lot of it's a hollow shell.
Can I find a load bearing point on the tower?
It's only the outer walls now.
Right. So, like, if we took out a certain spot on the outer wall, could we make it collapse the rest of the way?
If you took out any spot on the outer wall,
No,
you'd probably...
we don't want to take anything out because we might. Well, there's giant holes in the wall. Who cares? Never mind.
Yeah. I was just gonna
I was-
give
I'm
Winky.
about
Is there
away-
any
I went back away
spot that
very
we can
quickly.
get to be able to check to see if any of the cultists are coming?
You'd have to try climbing the wall or going to the center tower.
Okay.
Center
Um,
tower.
We'll just remember that we can drop the tower later on the cultist if they try to attack us.
Yeah,
here.
as a show of force, you know how strong we are. It's like we knocked down a whole tower with one swing.
I was thinking more of like drop it on top of them as they're approaching.
Or that too, but
Splat and whatnot.
you'd have to have a pretty good aim for that.
Winky's awesome.
So what do I do?
Central tower. Central tower.
Central tower.
Central tower.
All right. This door has been busted open as well, but it looks like someone at one point tried to fix it again.
All right, let's take a quick little look around and see what we can assess the situation.
All right.
Jeez.
You don't notice anything.
Awesome tonight.
A car, you notice that it looks like this is in pretty bad damage, but core, you notice the most that the upper floors of this tower are like a war zone. Your guess is you could try going up, but your odds are you're going to start falling through the floor just about everywhere you go.
Does it look damaged all the way up? some
As
of the
far
upper.
as you can see, there's a couple spots where there's holes straight through the tower.
Hmm. Are there doors and things downstairs?
You do see a doorway going down. It's where the other one was blocked in the other tower.
Alright, I'd say we tried there. I mean, finding the guards is great, but really our main thing is just to find the key in a portal.
Yeah, if we could find a key box on the wall, that'd be awesome too. You know, where they kept all their keys. That'd be great.
So we check out the dungeon area. I mean the basement area.
Yeah.
Alright. It is dark down there.
I'm thinking it's gonna get warm.
Lantern. Unless, well, yeah, lantern.
Ever burning torch.
Sure.
Okay. As y'all descend down, you notice that the walls are very thick and strong in this area, and they look more like ancient stone. And then after going down about 20 or 30 feet, you notice that the walls are now warm to the touch.
As we continue down, I'm going to turn towards Neetup and remind him, don't use magic.
I know.
Alright, y'all have made it to the floor below. And it looks like this is a big hallway, and there probably used to be casks and cases and storage. It looks like this was the main hold of the keep.
Same for the
There,
Checking
treasury.
everything. We need to fill our coffers.
Are we all doing perception checks?
yeah, mine's not worth the flip tonight.
Ugh.
You didn't notice anything? That's the worst roll I've seen Eve do, and it was still a 20. Okay. Vestus Atala. You notice in the back of one of the left corners, it looks like a much heavier duty iron shod door. And the wood is probably that ironwood.
It's a vault. It's a vault. It's a vault.
I'm going to tell everybody.
Sweet.
You want to go unlock it?
What makes you think it's locked?
It's a giant metal door in a basement that's used to store stuff.
Uh-huh. Is it locked?
It looks like it.
Aha! Sorry.
Okay.
Vindication.
Are you going to unlock it, Neetup?
I thought that was your job. It's like the only reason we keep you around, I thought.
Oh.
I mean, this is why you're important to me. I mean, it's why. Thank you.
All right. You notice that there are 3 locks on it, and you have picked one of them.
Car, you want to work on one of these?
Yeah, you get the top lock. I'll get the bottom lock.
Dude, she's like 2
Wouldn't
foot
that be the
tall.
opposite?
Okay, whatever.
I'm
You get the
sitting on
bottom
his
lock,
shoulder.
on the
top
floor.
He kneeled down, I got on his shoulders. Makes perfect sense.
lock. Yeah, perfect. That way we're not in each other's way. Exactly.
I don't know. I just picture a car like laying on the floor with the towel in his back.
Oh, look at that.
That was bad. And like it was like sitting on a good number and it just goes
Yeah. Yeah.
Finally, you got your lock effortlessly. A
Kick him
car.
in the face.
You had stabbed yourself in the hand with your tools while breaking your tools.
Oh,
Ah.
You take 2 damage.
no.
that's not good.
Ugh.
Does he jump back in surprise and drop Atala, causing her to take damage? I mean, I don't know.
She
Why do
finished
you-
hers in a heartbeat.
why do
Eve,
you-
make a reflex save.
Oh,
You accidentally stab Eve with your tools.
Eve gets hurt every time somebody rolls a 1 today.
How do you do damage without the little clicker? I don't think I've ever had to do that.
That's for his lock.
You can type it in on the sheet. or
Oh, yeah.
and let Charles change it.
I'll just do it.
Why did Core just say 2?
I didn't mean to do that. I was
Yeah.
trying to type in the number 2, and apparently I had him selected.
Two.
Core's just while we're he's just like 2. We all turn around like, what? He's like, I don't know.
He's acquired some weird skill that he can tell everybody's damage, but does it like without thinking. He just like spouts it out. Numerical threats.
It's like in the middle of a fight, he's just saying numbers. And we're like, what is wrong with you?
Okay. So what do y'all do? You pick the other lock?
Yeah.
That's what I figured we'd do.
All right. You've managed to unlock all 3 locks.
I'm still getting the hang of this lock picking thing.
Yeah, I understand. It's okay, buddy.
I know this is not my normal MO, but should we listen to the door before we just sling the sucker open?
I mean, are you expecting the door to talk to you?
I'm listening to make sure there's no thumping on the other side of it.
Okay.
It's not polite to just barge in a door.
Especially if there's thumping on the other side.
The doors are thumping, don't come an opening.
Yeah.
The doors are thumping, don't come a lock picking.
Yeah.
Well, that's already done.
Oops.
Too late
You
now.
don't hear anything from the other side.
All right.
We swing the
so-
door open.
Everyone make a reflex save.
Ah. We didn't look for traps, did we?
And no one specified they were staying away.
Reflex.
I go
I mean, I inherently am supposed to.
Oh no!
I'm gonna use a hero point.
It's an oven. A car gets blasted across the room.
Okay, you can use your hero point.
Oh man.
Okay, good.
You're good. Okay. Okay. Winky, you take half damage.
Cool tacos.
Atala, you take half damage.
Is that because I got a success?
No, you did not. Oh, sorry, you can take full damage. Blah. Nita takes half damage. Eve takes half damage.
Oh.
And Core, you take double.
All right, princess, get with the healing.
Slapping you in the face.
Look, I have no respect for society. Why would I have respect for royalty?
Why do you
She's
expect?
not really a princess.
I don't know. Y'all keep calling her that. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it doesn't like it.
She's got the stick.
Yeah, it's because she has that stick.
Oh, so if I take the stick away, I get to be the princess?
If you really want to be.
Yeah, you can be a
Remember,
princess.
you have to call it out though. You have to take the stick and you have to say, "I am the princess."
All right, I'll remember that.
I have the power.
Oh man.
Charles, can I just continually roll stealth checks until I manage to pickpocket her and then do said task? No? Okay.
Okay, so what do y'all do? When the door opened, a fireball burst out.
I'd like to peek my head inside and see if it does it again. But if it does, I'd like to pull my head back before it
I'm
hits
gonna
me.
move
Nothing
away.
else.
Well, that's
Oh, thanks. Just trying to keep you busy. I mean, we don't get hurt. You don't do anything.
And got a 15.
Yeah.
But that's everyone.
Doesn't she get to redo ones?
Not in this system.
Oh, okay.
If we were in person, yes, but you can't really do that with these.
Okay.
All right, I'd like to look around the room.
Okay.
You have to open your eyes to look, Nita.
Oh my gosh, so wise on the anatomy of the dwarf that I have to have my eyes open to see. Such a great healer.
You stick your head in and look around, and all of a sudden your eyes are just filled with ash.
Mm.
Because there's a cloud of ash in the room.
Okay.
Don't open them when you're around Ash. That's
Just like rolling around on the floor with ash in my eyes, just writhing in inconvenience. I don't want to say pain, or else Charles will actually make me have to take damage.
Okay, Winky. What you have to do is spit in his eyes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
So I'm gonna
Better
put my
than I
go-
thought
I'm
what was
gonna-
gonna happen at first, but
I'm gonna put
Thank
my
you.
goggles on and then look in the room.
Hatala already did it because she's wearing her goggles.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you have goggles, do you?
I have tracker's goggles, but I mean just the
Oh,
goggles keeping
okay.
the ash out of my eyes.
Yes. All right. Hatala, when you look in the room, you can see that the room used to have large stacks of paper in it for some reason, but they've all been destroyed.
By the fireball.
You see
Correct.
Core silently goes to a corner and just lays down.
That's twice today.
wait, can't we restore? Never mind. I can't use magic. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
He remembered on his own.
Yeah, he's getting it. He's getting it, guys.
Small
He's getting
wooden
it.
casks, and one of them is leaking
Quick.
because they've all been singed.
All right, I'm describing this to them as I see.
There is a small chest that's there's a teeny tiny one, and then there's a medium sized one, and those have both been singed pretty bad. And then there looks like there used to be more things on shelves and stuff, but most of that's gone away with time.
I'd like to inspect the casks.
The one that's leaking smells really, really good.
I'm going to close the hole with my mouth.
You could have just turned it on its side.
I did. Like this.
It is a really fine wine.
Wine.
But
Well,
it's
there's-
really old and really powerful.
Are the elves with us now
No,
that we're
it's-
back?
Yes, they immediately sprinted
Y'all went-
to the.
Y'all went to a different
Why?
building. They did come with you.
So it's wine. I'm gonna offer it
They
to
weren't in
the.
blast.
Are these
I'd like to
big enough
offer
to
the
go
nasty.
into a bag of holding, or small enough to go into a bag of holding?
If you put them in your bag of holding is going to be pretty much full.
Well, I'd have to empty out some of the snow, but yes.
We got a lot of snow in there.
What?
And snowballs.
Is that where those have been coming from?
No,
Better
I
than
was
the
keeping them
stupid
for
crickets.
later. I was going to make snow cones when we got back to the tree.
I would like to do that though. I'll let.
I have an idea. Why don't you make snow cones and cover them with this wine, and we can have wine flavored snow cones.
Yeah.
As long as wine is weird.
No. Core can definitely tell a good wine, so he does not want to let that go. It's going to be worth a lot of money. You want to talk about a treasure? This choking him up is so much money you can get.
So you have wrestled the leaking cask away from me and my mouth.
Was there just
Well,
one
there's-
cask?
There were 3 of them.
There's
Yeah.
two
Right.
others that are
So you
not
took the other
leaking.
two while I was distracted. I
Yes.
gotcha.
Yes. You know you love wine.
So who's going to be dragging the depth later?
That'll be fun.
Because it's really
tie a
old and
rope
really
to his
strong.
Alright,
All right, I guess we'll all pitch in. We'll drag him up the stairs.
By the feet, so my head hits every stair. Thanks.
We're
if
going
we-
I wanna
down
go
into
check-
the basement. All right. What about that chest?
There's
I want
two
to go
chests.
check out the
All
medium,
chest and medium.
and I'm checking for traps I think the big fireball might be suffice. However, I'm a little cautious now.
Yes, I'm definitely still injured. I think I've taken enough damage today to have been knocked out.
You're pretty sure the small one does not have a trap.
All right. Well, I'm gonna check and see if it's locked. Is it locked?
It is.
All right. Well, but we'll try. Well, my tools are broken, so I can't pick the lock.
Can Winky fix the tools?
It would
Not
take-
here.
probably
I-
take a while.
I have to go back to the.
I've fixed those kind of tools several times.
I forget you do other things than pick locks.
She makes jewelry too.
Oh, you're gonna try to pick it, Hatal?
Yeah.
All right, you managed to unlock the small chest.
What's inside? What's inside?
Don't tell him.
Inside it are 3 small gems.
Should we pick him up without looking at him?
Are they like standard gems or do they look like creation stones of any sort?
They do not look like creation stones.
Can I tell if they're any kind of precious mineral or anything with my mining lore?
They're precious stones of some kind, but you're not sure which.
Okay.
They've been worked on.
Can we tell if they have any kind of aura to them? I know we can't detect magic, but can we? I don't know.
Eve can detect magic or
So she can use magic, but I can't
She
use magic.
has
Yeah, I
divine,
can't believe
divine
magic is
magic.
so-
you have no god.
Poor
Ye-
Nanette.
Eve could have been throwing spells this whole time, yet she holds
I
back.
thought about just doing one in front of him and just be like,
That is
Like
great.
prestidigitation.
There we go.
Ma-
yeah, I've
She
been
did do healing.
That's not magic.
Yeah, I can do
healing
that. I can do
spell?
healing.
All
You
right.
can do medicine.
I can do
It's
healing.
the same thing.
It's better than what you do. You turn into a tree.
Tomato,
I did it
tomato,
once. I
potato,
did it once,
tomato.
man.
So what do y'all do?
Well, there's
Got
the medium chest
yeah,
too,
you
right?
got The medium.
Yes, the medium chest.
Is that one? I assume that's locked. So
We don't know if it's trapped or not, though.
True.
that's trap find.
All right. You do not think it has a trap.
That's the pick lock.
You managed to pick the lock.
All right.
In it is a mixture of coins and small objects of value that total about 700 gold.
Yay, money! Money!
A lot of months.
The chest is only about half full.
What a ripoff. It's only half full.
I'd say it's half empty.
And there's even a few small precious stones in there as well. That's part of that value.
I was really hoping one of these would have a key in it. Well, all right.
Onward. What else do we see in the room? Was that the only door, or?
That was it.
Back upstairs.
Yep.
Can we try?
Time to go attack the cultist.
I was gonna say, can we still try to go up? Just carefully.
You are hearing sounds coming from the south.
Is that in the direction of the tower that we blew up?
In
Oh,
the
the
direction of
cultist.
the cultists.
Yeah.
What kind of sounds?
Marching.
Like people dying and coming back to life over and over again as
Can we
tentacle priests.
The sounds of lots of footsteps.
look outside? Do we see anything yet?
At the distance they're at, all you can see is the larger tentacled things walking with them. You've seen about 50 of those.
Time to go.
Can we collapse the tower outside in a way that it blocks the holes in the walls?
No, the whole fort is Swiss cheese.
It's Swiss
That
cheese.
seems like a very bad building material to use.
Yeah, it's got holes in it everywhere.
It is Swiss cheese.
It's made out of Swiss cheese. You can eat the wall. Yeah.
I mean, rats are a big problem too in medieval.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
it just starts eating the walls.
All right. The options we have, we can stop here, and then next time we will be either fighting or running from the cultists, or we can play for 15 more minutes.
I'd say stopping here sounds good, personally.
Yeah, because the next thing we're going to hear in about 3 minutes is roll for initiative.
I was gonna say we need to run, but
Where?
I'm gonna
north.
note that
The exact
Yeah.
opposite direction they're coming.
Well, the reason I say run is because 6 people can move faster than 50, I would think.
That's 50 of the tentacle monsters, the large ones.
Oh,
That's not.
That's not
that-
running the people and other things there.
Yeah, they have a whole.
yeah,
army.
we've got to run, so that'd be the first thing that we do next time.
Y'all are not equipped to fight an army yet.
no.
Maybe we are.
So, as we're leaving, destroy the tower and then run.
I think that's gonna take too much time. We just need to run. We need to do it quietly.
Run away!
How do we destroy a
Run
tower
away.
quietly?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't destroy the tower.
Cast Featherfall on the tower as
All right, guys.
He just wants to destroy the tower, that's all.
We're gonna end it here, so everyone say bye to the stream.
See you guys.
We will
Bye.
not be
Next
here next
stream.
week. So
Yes, no game next week.
Nope.